Hello guys, MedievalFam07 here, back with part 3 of Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon, or just technically Spyro Year of the Dragon. Last time we left off playing Midday Gardens, and today we're actually playing one of my favourite homeworlds from the game. Both this and the next homeworld are my favourites, so I'm quite excited to be playing this part for you. And this is Evening Lake. We're going to do all the Evening Lake levels in this part. And because I'm actually playing off of the Greatest Hits ISO, as most of you should know by now if you've been watching all the parts, we have an exclusive soundtrack to the level. Like, I'm hearing the level's actual soundtrack. If I was to be playing this on my PS1 right now, I would just have to be listening to Sunshine Springs playing this level right now, which kind of fits to the level, but I kind of also like this soundtrack. It fits the level very well as well. And it also sounds a bit more calmed down, like an evening sort of settling down sort of level. Just it fits the level very well, I gotta admit. But Sunshine Springs didn't sound too bad with it too. But I have no idea why even some of the earlier levels had reused soundtracks as well as the later on levels. But yeah, I think all the portals in this level are underwater, which I think is kind of neat actually, because I don't think they've ever done that with any of the previous Spyro games. Have underwater portals that lead to the levels. But yeah, every portal in this level is underwater. Oh God's sake, the buttons are very unresponsive right now. But I actually completed this game recently on my PS1, because you may have noticed I posted a video of a glitch a couple weeks ago of me just playing it casually. I actually completed the game the other day, so I've still got things fresh in my memory from since then, because when I started this Let's Play I hadn't played the game in a while, so some things were a bit blurry, but I remembered most things. But I am pretty sure of what I'm doing now, since actually completing it. Right. Spyro, I've got a special task for Sparks. Meet me back here later. So what was I actually going to say then? I was just going to say I played recently, so if I happen to just not mention much about what I remember, it's mostly just because I've played the other day, so it's hard to claim I mean, but... Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say now. I remember the levels in this homeworld being an awful lot harder when I was younger, but I got through this level pretty much the easiest in the whole game when I was playing it the other day. Like, all the levels were relatively easy in my opinion. Hannah Montana! Hannah, I knew a lot of Hannahs in school and in college. But the initial one that came to my head there was just Hannah Montana, but I'm not going to name drop any people I know because they don't want their names dropped. But so I discovered the Greatest Hits version when I first got the emulator back in 2010. I think, like I said, I just downloaded random ISO off the internet, not knowing it's the Greatest Hits version. So.
You invincible, but only for a short while. Use it to get by these flame spitters. You'll find an egg when you get past them.
Whoa, well I know. Okay, so it was around about either 2011 or 2012 I discovered the emulator, and I initially found this soundtrack a bit eerie, but no, I actually just think it's quite a nice calm soundtrack. And yeah, literally all that power-up does is actually just make you immune to flame for a very short while. It doesn't give you like super fly or anything like that. But I think that's the only one of those types of power-ups in the game that only give you the ability to be immune from flames. But it only lasts like a few seconds. That's only because there's a couple of flame spiders. But they spout very far, these ones. Other ones don't spout as far as that. And I think, yeah, this homeworld's actually pretty short in comparison to what I remember. And yeah, I just realised after playing through all the homeworlds today, every homeworld actually has 400 gems in it. I thought that every homeworld, including its levels within it, had 100 more gems added on, but now the homeworlds all have 400, so that was quite interesting, you know. And I was actually watching all skill points video the other day, and well, not the other day, just a minute ago actually, come think of it, and I'm actually kind of glad I did, because there were some skill points I actually completely forgot about that they reminded me of in that video. I thought, oh, that's good. If I'm just about to do Let's Play, then I'll be able to remember them now. But I can't remember which ones I actually missed from this homeworld, but I remember there's a couple I missed from the next homeworld, which was one of which was in Agent 9's lab was destroying all the pineapples, but I can't remember which ones I didn't miss in this. I can't remember the ones I missed in this level, homeworld. Ted! Father Ted! Right, so I think everything else is underwater now. The underwater part's very, fun to explore, because there's a couple of, no, there's only one breakdown wall, and there's a whale that you can actually swim inside, and there's an egg inside the whale's stomach, so, yeah, it's kind of like, oh, actually, I don't know, it's a Bible story that springs to mind, but I can't, twig on what it is. The whole swallowed by a whale story. I can't remember what's named. Jonah, is that name? I'm not sure. But oh, there's Charmed Ridge. That's one of my favourite levels from Homeworld. I think it's my second one. My most favourite level is actually Fireworks Factory, and mostly just because it's amazing music, but the level itself is also pretty cool, with the return of Handel and Greta as well. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Also, you can actually do the Summon the Air glitch again in this level, but it's a bit more tricky to do in this Homeworld. And of course, I'll still be paying for Bentley, but I want to show how you get into his level without paying. But it's a bit more tricky because there's a chance you could lose a life or a few lives while trying, and it results in you having to be in Fireworks Factory to do it. You have to almost kill yourself in Fireworks Factory, but exit level just in time. But we'll get to that when we're there. Stooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Oh, I should have said Stooby Stooby Goo. 78x. Well, not recently, but I sort of learned over time, is the order in which you do levels to make it easier in terms of backtracking. If you do like 2 levels, you know how you always get a cutscene once you've done 2 levels, and then, well, not including a speedway. Pretty much what you have to do in this Homeworld is try and make sure you do all the levels that involve Hunter out the way first before you go into the rest, because after completing 2 levels you'll get a cutscene where Hunter is captured, and then therefore you can't do his challenges within his levels in this Homeworld until he's freed. So that means you'll have to backtrack later once you have freedom, but in this Homeworld just do his levels first, well the levels that we have to do stuff for him first, so that by the time he's captured we won't actually have to backtrack because we've already done his missions. No, just trying to think. I've not been inside the whale yet, but oh yeah, I've not checked in this way for gems. Duh, duh. I love the look at this alleyway. It's really nice Fireworks Factory, and it's actually always been my favourite Spyro soundtrack of all time. I think it was #1 in my top 20 favourite soundtrack videos of Spyro. I just think it's so awesome. Like, other soundtracks are very good from Spyro, but like Fireworks Factory just has so much layers of percussion and everything in it. It's just so funky and just awesome, and it has such a dramatic tone to it. But I actually used to be scared of that soundtrack when I was younger, but I was scared of everything when I was younger, but now I just find that soundtrack awesome now. What's that one called? Oh, Jonah! It was right, Jonah, so that is a reference to it. Joan of Arc, is that right word? Joan of Arc? He got swallowed by a whale. Oh god, I actually just noticed that reference now, or maybe I did notice it before but forgot. But okay, there we go, that's all 5 out of 5 eggs, but we just have gems remaining now. Did we get all the gems? Oh, and it didn't pop up saying level complete, so of course it didn't. And he's got a bigger cage than the rest of them, and he is still in his cage actually after we complete this level without freeing him. But you may have noticed that when we didn't free Sheila but hacked away into her level without paying, she's not in her cage anymore, but her cage is still over the portal, but he's actually still in his cage once you don't pay money bags for him. Let's see what happens if we say no to money bags right now.
The sorceress has a real prize on her hands here. It
Oh.
took 24 Rhinox to capture this dim-witted furball, so you'd better believe he's not going to get out cheap.
I know, it's like 7, is it 700? No, oh god, it's 1,000. Yeah, no deal, dirtbag indeed. Stop
Very well
jumping.
then. I was having a rather good time poking him with a stick anyway.
I know, he has very scumbaggy comebacks in this game in comparison to the previous version, and I think it was Sky Hurricane who pointed that out to me, but I still don't have all the gems, do I? Oh, by the way, thanks Spyro557, this is actually relating to Spyro 2 right now, for pointing out the epilogue that you get for collecting all skill points. Yeah, I read the epilogue before going back to get remaining skill points, so I never got to see the bonus epilogue of all the scrapped enemies from the game, which came under the title Extinct Creatures of Avalar. So I kind of wish I showed that in my Let's Play, but I never, because I just didn't know about it. There are a lot of things I didn't know about games I used to play a lot when I was younger, and I'm pretty sure there was something I noticed in the skill point video that I never knew when I was younger. I was like, the whole time I played this game I did not know about that. And it just dawned on me what it was. It was the move called the Raging Ripto. Oh, and I just noticed the gems now. And that's a move you do in a skate park. And I was like, oh damn it, I never knew about that. But apparently you do a nasty Norg, and then is it either a left or a right roll, or is it 2 rolls? I'm not actually sure. But oh, stun at them all. Oh, is there something here? Turn. Oh, behind here, it's not lit. Yes, 400 out of 400. So first I think we'll do the Speedway, Honeycomb Speedway. Yeah, this level's music is pretty cool. So Honey Speedway, and I think Crystal Fisher pointed out that the skybox in this level is the same as Treetops, and I think I actually went and looked for that when I was playing Spyro 1 for the first time, and yeah, it does look a lot like it, but I think they added honeycombs to the trees in the skybox. In a world. It's also one of the only speedways that operate at night. Yeah, indeed, actually. Wait, are you sure about that? Because there's been other nighttime speedways. Maybe not just not in this homeworld. Homeworld, I mean this game, sorry. Which challenge would you like to play? I would like to play Race the Bumblebees first, get out of the way. Mark the course. Okie dokie. Well, oh yeah, we're flying through rings for the actual race, but this time challenge, when we have to like destroy, I think it's either 7 or 10, I can't remember, of 4 different things, we don't actually go through any rings as part of the time attack, so we get honeycombs instead. And of course, we get a pretty cool soundtrack. I actually really like this soundtrack that's sadly only Americans get. I just get that wow 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 playing here, which I do like, but playing to every speedway, it feels like it's just lacking the time to put all the stuff in, but I'm not sure what it means. It just doesn't fit level that well, even though I do like soundtrack. This soundtrack does fit level better, and I just think it would have been nice to actually have more time on the PAL version to get them to input the actual soundtracks to the levels they were meant to go to, because this soundtrack is pretty cool. I think it's one of my favourite soundtracks from all the speedways in this game. Well, I don't know, Harbour Speedways is actually still pretty cool. Yeah, Harbour Speedway, that's the official soundtrack that has don't wow wow playing to it, but it just goes to every speedway in Spyro, the PAL version, or just the non-great sets version of the US version. I just realised you can already get the gems out the honeycomb, the hanging honeycombs, not the honeycomb rings. The hanging honeycombs already have the gems inside them. They're not just there as part of the speedway. You can actually collect them now. But I remember the speedway actually not being as difficult as the rest of them. I just remember this one doesn't give me as much stress as the rest. The races are not as difficult, and the time challenge is alright. And Hunter's challenge isn't too hard either. And Hunter's challenge isn't too hard in the next Homeworld in Harbour Speedway, but I remember the race is pretty tricky. You have to be so precise and go through so many of the blue rings to actually get a chance of succeeding. Oh, and one thing I actually still always love about this race is just how colourful our components were, because just how you get, like, is it just the one that's in 6th place, the B, is the only one that's the same colour as an actual B, but all the rest are like blue, green, purple and red. I just kind of liked the colourfulness of it, even though they weren't the same colour as B's. Oh shit, I should have gone through that. Sorry for my language, any kids are watching. All kids are little rebels these days and swearing, anyway. But so the honey, I'll say the Hunter challenge this level. We're in a boat for it, and we go down a river avoiding this UFO, and the more we crash into obstacles along the way, the more it slows down our boat and allows the UFO to catch up with them. So yeah, usually when I play this, it takes me a couple of attempts to do that, but most of the time I can do it in just one go. I think actually when I was playing this level like previously, you know how I was telling you I was playing it on the PS1 not too long ago, I did it in one go then, but no doubt with this being a Let's Play it'll take me a few attempts, so it was probably just a fluke. Oh come on, he's first place. I'm near the end of the race, so it'd be amazing if I could just beat this in one go. Oh come on, come on. Oh, if I could just get ahead of him in the last second. Oh yes! That'll slow him down, that rocket. Please tell me he's the first place. Buzzy B. Yes! Yes! I love it when I win these races in one go. Usually take me a couple of tries. The Country Speedway was a bit of a bitch to do. We won an egg for a first prize. Oh, to a flying race, okay. Yeah, no, damn right. Henry, don't be horrid, Henry. Oh, it looks like the, a little Mickey Mouse if they're arranged right. Which challenge would you like to play? Well, this time we'll do the time attack. And the time attack's really easy in this one. Beehives. There we go. I was calling them honeycombs. So. I was calling them the big honeycombs, and the actual honeycombs go through first, the ring honeycombs, but that was so stupid of me, sorry. Then defeat the bees, then... Oh yeah, pretty much you're saying it. It's not the easiest, it's not the fastest way, but it's the easiest, like that. I don't know, I always do it the way he says it, because... Well, it's easiest, then... Oh, I don't know, is there actually a faster way to do it? As far as I know, it seems like the way to do it faster, because it just seems like an easier pattern to follow. But, doom, doom, doom. I'm just reveling in the fact that I'm getting my own exclusive music right now, playing it on the emulator. Just, that's the only way I can get it, actually, unless I was to have a PS3 and download on PSN, but I don't have a PS3, so that's a shame. But luckily you could just download the Greatest Hits version on the Emulator Paradise and just play it on the emulator, but if I'm ever playing it just with a family and I'm just sort of sitting in my living room playing on my actual PS1, I just have to cope with lots of Ryu soundtracks, every Speedway level having Harbour Speedway soundtrack. It kind of fits the first one a lot, Harbour Speedway, but it just doesn't fit this one very well. This one clearly suits the soundtrack better. It's got a slight buzzy, stingy sound to the soundtrack. The dong 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 gives a slight sting feel to it, and it fits the level so well considering it's a honey sort of bee-related level. And all the little buzzy, twangy sounds just sound very bee-like. How to explain what I mean? And hopefully I still get these in time. Luckily you don't get a skill point for doing these speedways in a fast pace in this version. But you still get plenty of time to do a speedway if you go in the opposite direction of the bears, because when they come towards you in the opposite direction of which you're going, it makes it much easier and faster to get to them. And there we go. I still got it done in time with 15 seconds remaining. And yeah, I also got the gems as well. So I'll just do the hunter mission now, and that's Honeycomb Speedway. Sorry, I like Honeycomb Speedway's portal. It's a massive one, actually. We won another egg for defeating the time trial. So yeah, I think this is probably my favourite speedway in the game. Chris Barry, our matron, yes. Which challenge would you like to play? I would like to do time attack again, just so I can get to Hunter's challenge. I'm just glad I'm remembering to do this right now instead of just doing which level whenever, because we're actually able to do the Hunter challenge now. But like I said earlier, you can't if you leave it till later. Unless you decide to leave it till later when you actually get him back. But oh, okay. I thought he could jump out of the honey there, but obviously not. I was going to say lava, but it's not quite lava. Oh, something I was actually meaning to mention in the actual homeworld itself. If you go out of the boundaries with a sudden air glitch, you can actually see a couple of interesting things that are hidden outside the boundaries of the level, and that's actually, you see the animations of the prison, in which looks like it takes place just outside the sorceress's lair, where Hunter gets trapped in a cage. But of course you can't touch it. It's just the appearance of it. But there's no animation in like or anything. I'm not good with camera. I'm sorry, but you can see it outside of the boundaries, and you can also see the inside of the whale's stomach. But don't swim inside the boundaries of the whale's stomach, because you won't be able to get out from that angle. So let's just go and talk to him.
Look out, Spyro. There's a really big sheep UFO around here, and it's trying to get me. I snatched up a dragon egg it was trying to abduct, and now it wants revenge. You wait here. I'll lure the UFO down the river of honey.
Right, I actually do remember I did have some trouble with this challenge when I was younger, but I've definitely found it easier these days, but I hope it wasn't just a fluke when I did it the other day, or other week I suppose, because it's quite a while since I actually played this last. If you hold down X, his jump lasts longer if you want to make a big jump. You can crash into a couple of things, but if you crash into things too much, the UFO will catch up and abduct you. But just try and jump a lot, because if you jump when he's near you, he'll tend to go under you and he won't get a chance to abduct you. But I could be full of crap there, because it's pretty easy to get caught no matter what you do. Dun, 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 dun. So those look a little bit like meatballs and cinnamon sticks. Oh, he's flying over me. You better not abduct me when he moves back. Dun, 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 dun. Where the hell did he go? Alright, okay, as soon as I crashed into something, he came out and no one abducted me. Yeah, I knew it'd be a fluke, because I actually did it in the first go, but yeah, every time I'm recording things, I always go to pot. Look out, Spyro. Yeah, I heard you the first time. So dun, 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 dun. I was going to mention something a minute ago, something I already mentioned in the previous part, but I was going to mention it again just to reassert it, but I thought, no, if I've mentioned it already, it doesn't matter that much. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, That doesn't look like a sheep. He says it's a sheep UFO. It looks like a, you know, deformed goose or something, or a very well shaven sheep that hasn't got a black face. Don't you dare swim over my head. I've only crashed into like one thing. Oh, I actually thought I was going to crash into there after seeing that, and I crashed into that instead. But come on, UFO, have pity on me. I think it's round about here he crashes. Just yes, awesome. Cool. So it only took 2 attempts. I only lost once, so that can be forgiven.
Did you see that? Nobody outraces a cheetah. And look, I didn't even.
Yeah, but cheetahs cheat. I dropped the egg because I'm a dumbass. Bloody Nori. Bloody Nora. Oh yeah, you can do a cartwheel. Show off. You're not special. A lot of other ones have done it already. Which challenge would you like to play? Gosh, they have evil eyes, those little teddy bears, don't you find? They all look so angry, they're like, "Urgh." Not very friendly teddy bears. Probably because they're thinking, Spyro's gonna steal all of our honey and we love food. So, yeah, you're not as adorable as Baloo from Jungle Book. He has a happy face. Returning to Evening Lake Home. So yeah, the speedways are a lot less tedious in this game than they are in Spyro 1. And Spyro 2 are also pretty stressful, but a lot less stressful than Spyro 1's one, because the ones in Spyro 1 take quite a bit to master, but they're fine. Actually, no, come think of it, I could do Fireworks Factory before doing Lost Fleet, but then again, just save the best to last, because I just really love this level, but you know what, we're going to go into Fireworks Factory now. What the hell, we'll go into it. Because this is quite literally my favourite level in the game. And I just remember when I got to this level, for the first time ever playing this game, because it took me a while to get this level, and I always remembered this soundtrack playing in Molten Crater, and I loved that soundtrack when I first played it. Well, I was scared of it, but yeah, at the same time I really liked it, and I just thought it was so groovy and funky. And when I first heard it, a different soundtrack in the final version of Molten Crater, I was like, oh, what happened to the other soundtrack? That was awesome. But then when I finally got to this level, not knowing the soundtrack would play this level, I would totally fanboyed. I was like, yes, I love this music! So apparently this was actually popular among many Spyro fans, this soundtrack, and also the level, I'm not sure. I think this level kind of trademarks the game, but the level itself is also pretty cool. I love the detail of the murals and the walls and everything in this level. It's just a really cool level. And there's actually one hidden area in this level that can only be accessed through, well, either a very skilled cheat, because I've seen other people do it just through use of cheating, like they glitched themselves into it by jumping in between a box and a wall, but I tried that a while back and I couldn't figure it out. But there's actually hidden life behind this wall, in a little pathway, yeah, just behind this wall, but I've never been able to work my way into it. But pretty much you can actually see, from the other side of the wall, you can actually see through here, but once you walk past the wall you can't get back in. But yeah, there's one life behind there, but I won't ever be able to get it because I suck, so... I actually prefer the look of the lava in this level than in Molten Crater. It actually looks a lot more like lava rather than tomato soup. But also, I actually used to feel sorry for these little ninjas. They are a bitch to defeat. Like, honestly, I used to find them very difficult, but I kind of felt sorry for them because of their little wee whimpering cat sounds when you charge them. They go like, ow! They sound so adorable when you charge them for such badass little karate moves they pull on you, or ninja moves or whatever. And I just missed a gem there. But yeah, let's talk to Gweta. She was in Scorch in the previous game, so was Handel, but they both are voiced by different people in this game.
Hello.
It's good to see you again, Spyro.
That naughty sorceress has stolen the professor's rocket plans, and I'm on a secret mission to find them. Handel was supposed to meet me here, but I can't find him anywhere. Maybe you could help.
Oh, look at her dark lips. Like, maybe you could help. She's got massive eyes as well, and her eyebrows aren't even part of her head. But again, when I first played this game, it didn't dawn on me what she meant by, like, it's good to see you again, Spyro, because she was in the previous game, and I hadn't played the previous game by the time I first played this. It was actually many years after actually getting this game that I found out there was other ones before it, and oh, do you see a little wee mysterious shadow-looking blodge over there? I wonder what that's all about. Do you see it? Never noticed that before. Also, a glitch happened to me in this level years ago, which I actually did upload when it happened, but it was a couple of years ago it's happened now, and I was standing here trying to get health, but I just could not charge the health, and he was actually walking into me from this angle, and as he was walking into me, I was getting pushed back more and more and more, and I fell off the edge, and so I got killed by a piece of life, so I was really annoyed by that. Oh, I'm so glad to finally go up to this level now. I actually, every time I played this game, I used to really look forward to getting to this level because I loved it so much. I just think the music is amazing. I think it's definitely a favourite soundtrack among many people. Noodles! Toodles! Oh yeah, you want rainbow noodles? Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, noodles are tasty. what's the difference between noodles and spaghetti? Noodles are thinner in my opinion. But this soundtrack did fit Molten Creator in my opinion. I do associate it a lot with Molten Creator, but I don't know. I just remember when I first played this game, like when I was younger, when I used to suck it in, I would take forever to progress. When I finally got to this level, I was so happy to hear this music. But this level, all in all, is okay. It's a little tricky, which is kind of good because it's a later on level, so you would expect the game to get harder as you go along. But one thing that really irritated me about this level when I was younger was the Agent 9 segment. I used to die at that segment a lot, and it's so time consuming to actually do, and if you ever die it, you don't get put back to a checkpoint or to the previous phase in the challenge. You get put back to the very beginning of Agent 9's challenge, and it's just so annoying. But, and this was actually not just from the video I watched just now, I discovered this a couple of years ago, a skill point I never even knew was there when I was younger, and that's the one with the laser gun where you can just fire several bullets at a time. It's like a machine gun you get, and it just completes the challenge so much faster, and you have enough bullets to do for the whole challenge. And I was just like, why did I never discover this sooner? And you get a new life and a skill point for doing it. For getting an awesome weapon, you get a skill point, so I was just so pleased with that. But his challenge is still annoying because it's a bit stressful to do because it's just time consuming, but it's kind of fun. It's just long really, and it can just be a bit annoying when you're just wanting to progress on with the game. Oh, also there's another challenge this level that I used to really love, and that's the Fire Dragons challenge. And the egg that's hidden behind this, what does it say? Like, I think I see an egg behind you, but it's out of reach. You'll have to take the long way around past these rhinocs to get to it. Yeah, that part used to give me a little hassle when I was younger, but these days it's alright. You can maybe lose a couple of lives that part, just due to the challenge of there being tons of rhinocs there, but it's alright actually. Also, I heard a remix of the Fireworks Factory soundtrack a while ago, and it's absolutely amazing. It sounds like a jazz version of the soundtrack, and it's brilliant. It has a picture of Sergeant Bird in the thumbnail of it, and it's just amazing. I love that version of the soundtrack, and this level just looks really good as well. You can tell they spent a lot of time on it. Just the detail of the murals on the walls and the textures, just everything about this level just is amazing. The level looks really good, and the soundtrack is absolutely kick-ass. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And I actually noticed when I first played this game, I thought, oh my gosh, there's actually more to the soundtrack. And I actually loved the added on parts of the soundtrack because you only got like a preview of it in the demo, like only half of it played. But we didn't get the dun 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 part, and I was like, oh, I actually really like the later on parts of the soundtrack. But oh, I actually got really addicted to the soundtrack for a while. I even had it on my iPod, and when I was doing the dishes in the kitchen or making dinner, I'd have this soundtrack on a loop for ages, just because I found it so amazing. I used to annoy the hell out of my mum with this soundtrack, but
like you'll have to use this cannon to get across here.
Simply climb aboard. As for me, I just have to free my mind. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, the ninjas in this level actually do keep respawning until we destroy the boxes they come out of, and we get a gem for destroying the box. But I'm not sure. Do you get a gem for defeating the first ninja that comes out of the box, but then not for any more of them? I'm not actually sure. I know you get a gem for defeating some of the ninjas, and definitely all the ones that have guns, because I don't think any of the gun ninjas come out of boxes. It's only the ones with the batons. And yeah, be sure to actually get all these ones that are behind here. And oh, I just realized I have no Sparks. So it's like, Sparks, do your job, but he's not even here to do his job. This shows I'm doing a bit lame. I remember I used to be always sad after doing this level because I was like, oh, that's my favourite level and the game over now. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the game, just be a bit depressed this one's done. But then I used to always look forward to backtracking to it later to do Agent 9 segment, which we will actually be doing. I won't be doing this all in the one-er because I have no idea of how to get into his level early. So yeah, we'll not be doing this entire Homeworld in this part. Once I've actually done Midnight Mountain, I will, or before I do Midnight Mountain, I'll actually do his part before continuing on with it. Because I'll actually have to defeat the Sorceress before being able to, or unlock Agent 9 and do his level before coming back to here, so I will do that in the next part. But what was I actually going to say there? I actually completely forgot. I went off to start talking about something there, but I just completely forgot. Dun 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 dun. Oh, now, hang on, I'll just pick up a rocket here. It's a bit annoying, this chest to open here, because there's always the one green gem that falls off the edge and you have to go back to the beginning to pick it up and then loop your way back around to where you're at. It's a bit annoying, but it is possible to get it without it falling. You just jump into it as it flies out, so get it, get it, get it. Oh, I didn't get it. I have done it once before, Well, probably more than once, but the last time I managed to do it, but every time I'm on camera, I am just jinxed to never do things right. But honestly, guys, I would actually just stand in this level at times to listen to music, which I know a lot of people actually do. If a gamer likes the soundtrack very much, they'll just take their time at the level so they can listen to the soundtrack for longer. And that's kind of what I did with this level. I just took my time at it. I'll try and get through it fast enough for you guys, but I do kind of like to go a bit more in depth with it in terms of Let's Plays. But again, I didn't have much later on soundtracks, like new soundtracks to look forward to in the PAL version, whereas I do kind of in this version of the game, because I do like Haunted Tomb. I really like that level soundtrack. That's another soundtrack I also have on my pod. It's also one of my favourites. I believe Haunted Tomb was in my top 20, but if it's not, I'm very sorry actually. I think it should have been because I really like that soundtrack. I think Lofted Castle came in at second because I love that soundtrack too. It's my favourite soundtrack from Spyro 1. Maybe joint with Haunted Towers. I think Haunted Towers was my third in that list, because Haunted Towers is also another amazing soundtrack. So we'll do this challenge now. So we've almost done just about everything we can do with Fireworks Factory right now. So it's actually a pretty simple level. A quick level, I'd say, but there's a lot of obstacles in it.
You'll have to take the long way round through all these
Why not to get do it? So I used to think this was actually the main level in the game. It probably is just a passing by level, but I just associate this level being the main level in the game. It's like the most important one. This level is like the epicenter of where the sorceress creates all of her stuff. I'm not sure, but it's called the Sorceress's Fireworks Factory or something like that. Like it's her fireworks factory. I think it belongs to her. But I used to think this level, back when I thought the game had like a much more wide plot, I thought this level had a lot to do with the game, but I think it's just a passing level, which is a shame because I used to find this level always very special in particular, but I still do. I actually love this level a lot. It's a really good level, and fun enough, when I was younger, I wondered why it's called Fireworks Factory. I'm like, there's no fireworks anywhere. But there's a lot of rockets and explosives, so that's one thing that makes this level really annoying, because it's really hard to avoid all these exploding bombs that the giant Rhinox throw at you. And it's annoying because you can only defeat them if you catch them off guard. If you just walk up to them and they notice you, you have to literally run away from them and go back to defeat them when they're just starting to walk again, and try and get them from behind. Or pick up a rocket and just blast at them like this. It just dawned on me. Yeah, there we go. But you can't charge back the bombs at them, so that's a bit annoying. But yeah, again, the Rhinox, well, yeah, the Rhinox are actually difficult in this level. You have to either charge at them or corner them into a wall and flame them. But yeah, they're so good at dodging your attacks in this level. It's not so much that they're hard to defeat in terms of them hitting you all the time. They're just hard to actually manage to get. But they can be hard to avoid the, oh, I just died, shit. I'll be starting at the very beginning of the challenge now, but I won't have to recollect any of the gems. Sorry about that, guys. I do die usually, like, at least once or twice during this challenge, but, what was I going to say there? Yeah, the ones that fire guns at you are pretty annoying, the Ninja Rhinox. The ones that fire the guns, they're pretty hard to avoid, because even if you swerve around them, they still manage to get me somehow. If I manage to maybe just charge into him at the exact same time he fired a bullet, so it sort of clashes with me charging him as well as him firing a shot. I'm like, ow! So they're particularly annoying in Agent 9's segment, because Agent 9's quite hard to maneuver. And oh my gosh, I'm already down to no sparks, and I've not even started this segment, so gosh, I'm going to have to concentrate here, guys. Move already! So I can actually... Okay, turn around. Oh, you little bitch. Oh, you little brat! Thanks to you, I couldn't actually get through there. Sorry. Handle, you suck. Okay. Oh. What is it with this invisible wall? Oh, okay, I can't believe that actually happened. I'm dead, and I haven't even started that area. Right, okay, come on. Steven, stop being a dumbass, and do this right. Ah, for goodness sake. Why am I so jinxed when I do Let's Plays? Probably because of the type of controller I'm using. I swear I'm not usually as bad. Okay, there we go. There we go. I've noticed sometimes you can do a slight hop if you charge and then press X to jump. And then halfway, when you're in the middle of mid-air, press X again. He sort of maintains a flight. You may notice he does a slight jolt. Like, look. Like, he does a slight jolt there, which keeps him in the air a little longer. Which makes it easier if you're concerned about the ninja firing a bullet and you manage to actually jump over the bullet if you do that slight hop. I've sort of noticed that works, but it doesn't always. There we go, I never got a gem. I love how much smoother the gems look in the Pixie, because you can smooth out sprites and everything and make the picture look a lot more nice textured. So the gems look a lot nicer in the emulator, whereas in the PS1 they look a bit more gritty, but they still look alright for the PS1 time. Dun, 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 dun. This music is absolutely awesome. I can't express it as much as just saying I love this music. I've always loved this soundtrack from this game, and it's definitely one of my favourite PS1 soundtracks of all time. Whereas from Medieval 1, it's probably Enchanted Earth and Silent Grounds, but from this game, it'd probably be a soundtrack. Charmed Bridge has a nice, soothing soundtrack with lots of fast piano cues. Oh gosh. Get these guys while they can't see me. Or not. I'm just gonna wing it. There we go. I'll wing it and not succeed. Awesome. At least I never got hurt, but I never got a single one. And I believe this is the last room. Yes, it is. There we go. That's the egg. Ugh. This level actually used to be really hard when I was younger, so I'm being lucky right now. I'm actually doing better than I could have done if I was playing this when I was younger. Sam. No, there's lots of Sams, I know. Fireman Sam. Sam and Max. That's somehow it rings a bell. Don't know how. Samantha. Oh, gotta take a sip of Coke. Actually, I'm very thirsty. But this level actually just looks really cool. I mean, even the bridge itself kind of reminds me of Dragon's Back, the way it sort of curves around like that, and it's little. Well, it's not so much spikes, but it just looks like a Dragon's Back, so it looks like scales of some kind. Oh, and this level's murals just look amazing, honestly. Now, on to the part where I used to be kind of obsessed with when I was younger. I would quite often return to this level just to do this fire dragon challenge over and over, because even, like, I'd even fall behind my schoolwork just because I was always thinking about video games all the time, and I'd always have teachers calling me out for not paying attention, and particularly my primary 5 teacher, she'd always say, tell me what the answer is then, Stephen. I'm like, I don't know. I was too scared to say I don't know, though, because she always singled me out for being too either distracted or ditzy and not paying attention. But, oh, hang on.
You have to use this combo power-up to take out these
Fire dragons!
It will allow you to super fly and super flame at the same time.
So, this is our first combo power-up in this game, I believe. But there was only one combo power-up in Spyro Gateway to Glimmer, and that's in Metropolis, where we have a combination of flying and super flaming. But the portal actually looks different the power-up actually looks different in Spyro 2, because there's actually a wing symbol in it and the flame symbol, whereas in this one it's just flames. And I think this actual skybox has been used in other levels before. Was it used in Breeze Harbor? I'm not actually sure. But what I was going to say is, I'd quite often, like, get so distracted from things because I'd always think about this segment in my head, just all this fire dragons challenges. I would quite often just play it in my head and imagine different coloured ones, because you know how in this level you get just orange and purple. I'd quite often just think of like green, yellow ones with slightly different looking faces, varying difficulty. One of them had like shorter tails than others, and I'd quite often make my own. I would take like, you know, these plastic disposable cups you get, and I would sort of stick them all together to represent the different segments of their back. So you may notice that their back, their tail, I haven't started defeating them yet anyway, so that's okay. Their long spines actually look like their bowls are sort of piled together, like spiky bowls piled together. So I quite often like put cups together and just sort of stuck them together and just sort of moved them all over the room while twisting them, pretending they were the fire dragons. Yeah, back when I used to have very creative play, I would just run all over the room, just moving these plastic cups that are all stuck together all over the place, going like dun 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 da da dun. I would quite often just mum out the music as well, and God, people must have thought it was insane. But it might have been because of my Asperger's. It might have been like an earlier trait of it, because apparently you do have a very creative mind when you have Asperger's, and you always go into these little deep thoughts of imagination and such. So I did quite often have moments like that when I was younger. I quite often acted out things like that, but I used to be obsessed with these fire dragons when I was younger. But even now, they're still kind of amusing, but I'm not as imaginative these days because I'm too self-aware. But yeah, let's go and defeat these bitches now. And they're not too difficult, just a bit time-consuming, and I'm getting hit by them now because I'm always jinked when I do that space, as I said. But if you take too long to throw a hit at one of them, their life bar gradually increases, because every time you destroy a little chunk of their tail, like those chunks which I actually used to use cups to represent, a chunk actually grows back gradually the more time you take to defeat them. So it's best to try and just defeat one at a time rather than just going back and forth, like defeating them randomly. Just focus on the same one so that you don't take too long between firing at one of them. And there's not like a skill point for defeating them without losing any health or doing it within a certain amount of time. So you don't need to worry about that. But Yeah, just take your time as challenge. It's not very likely you're going to die during this challenge because it's very rare that they actually manage to get hit in. It just takes a lot of time to do because it's hard to get a dead-on aim towards them. I noticed the chest is there just because they move and swirl around so frequently. Now already you can see his back tail starting to reform again. Quite often I would sort of just imagine Spyro hitting one of the cups, and every time I can imagine like him hitting one of the cups, I would often just pull a cup out and make it seem like he got hit. I know, I was such a weird child, guys. Please tell me down below if any of you just let your imagination go wild when you were younger. It's a good trait to have. I mean, it's just innocence, really. It's not just being a weirdo. It's just being innocent. Da, da, da. Oh, this level's amazing. I remember I used to always just, once YouTube came along, I tried to always do all these glitches and cheats you could do in this level that I just never mastered. Like, apparently there's a way of getting in, like there's various ways of getting into that hidden cave with the new life, and one of which being like gliding from the end of the level round to this volcano in the level, which actually has purple lava inside it if you manage to actually get on top of it to see. And I managed to do that, but after that point I could never find a way to glide to different like platforms, gliding on top of walls and different cracks on volcanoes and that, to actually get to the area. I just couldn't figure it out. Like, everyone could always do these cool little cheats to get to the new life, but I could just never figure out how to do that cheat. Now go, we've defeated our first dragon, awesome, and oh, make sure you stay relatively close to them. If you try to attack them from far away and they're facing you, they tend to throw a fireball at you. But they're mostly easy, these guys. Now, I don't know what it is, but apparently it's quite common, that glitch, to get one gem, because in this level I got 601 gems out of 600, and apparently it's something to do with if you've gotten every gem in this level up to the point where you do Agent 9's part, and then if you get the remaining ones in Agent 9's part, it doesn't register. I'm not actually sure at all. I might be lying to you there, I'm sorry. But yeah, I could have sworn that's the only time that glitch has ever happened to me. But maybe I just haven't noticed before because I don't often look at my atlas. So I think what I might do in this game, actually, speaking of atlases, is I'll definitely look at the epilogue again after I've done all the skill points, because I want to see the full epilogue. And I might actually go back to Gateway to Glimmer, or Reptile's Rage as some of you may know it, to actually look at the remaining epilogues I never looked at in the final part of this, just as additional content. And I think when I do the super bonus round, I'm actually going to enable cheats, just so that I can just change how Spyro looks, because I think you can make him look all flat, and you can give him a big head and change his colour and everything. 99 lives isn't relevant. I think 99 lives is one of your cheats, but it's honestly not needed because you get plenty of lives in this game. And even if you get game over, you get an extra 5 lives to do anyway. Just make sure you save regularly. I fished it out the molten lava. I've noticed the kids in this don't always pronounce their L's incorrectly. Like, he says molten lava instead of molten lava. It'd probably be M-O-W, makes sense, T-E-N. But they don't always get it wrong. What's he gonna say?
I knew those monsters would be no match for you.
Of course they wouldn't be. Because we're awesome. And I couldn't think of a better comeback than that. And I think we got all the gems in this area, and whoa! There's a swirly. I need new life health anyway. I need more health anyway. There should be a swirly that forms here. And I know I mentioned it already, but the lava definitely looks better in this level than the previous. It looks much more lava-ish. And I like the animations of it, how it actually moves too. Like, actually it's flowing like erupting lava. It looks more aggressive in this level than it does in Molten Crater. Molten Crater looks more calmer and like tomato soup, like I've always thought it looked like. I've always thought it looked like tomato soup. Right, so we've pretty much done everything we can in this level so far. Now we just have to actually get to the end of the level and see Greta for our egg for complete level and just get remaining gems. Now, I actually... oh god, I missed... I missed these gems here. It's quite easy to miss gems in this game. You always think you got them all, but there's always some you miss. Always some you miss. But I actually wish I did complete level before doing that Fire Dragon challenge, because... yeah, I've quite often missed gems nearby. Because I quite often... no, if you... I'll try and say it properly. Like, I'll say it in English this time. So, if you complete the level before doing the Fire Dragon challenge, it means that... well, come think of it, you don't have to do anything if that's the case, because you'll have done the level all you can right now. But technically, once you complete the level, it opens up whirlies to create shortcuts to the level, and also the dragon cannon at the start level is usable once you get the egg from Greta at the end of the level, because the egg flies out the rocket, the sorceress says rocket. Yeah, because apparently, yeah, this is the level here, like, the sorceress is constructing plans for a rocket in this fire factory to do something. I don't know what it's going to be used for, but when the rocket explodes and the egg flies out of it, it bumps on top of that cannon and opens it up. So we'll talk to Gwera now.
It looks like the sorceress has already used the plans to build her own rocket.
We have to destroy it. Just follow me. See, you would think follow me and sorceress. They don't always pronounce the L's and R's wrong. They sometimes do it right. Oh, I was actually wondering here the other day. I was thinking, I wonder if we can actually defeat those ninjas in a row, because I do like the feeling of defeating enemies. I used to always get annoyed at her for defeating them for me here when I was younger. I was like, damn it, I wanted to do that. You've removed the fun, bitch. But I tried charging past the other day. I started that charge jump so that it didn't register me actually walking up to her to speak to her. But if you charge jump over her, pretty much the game just automatically pulls you back over to her to speak to her. I'm like, damn it, I want to defeat those Rhinox. Oh, it's a very lopsided egg. Lopsided is the actual word.
Hey,
She must have been trying to put it into orbit chewing gum.
Trying to put it into orbit.
Who's they? I like that tiny little wee flame that's on the button too. Paul O'Grady.
If you see her,
Darling.
tell him I've gone back to Evening Lake.
I'm Paul O'Grady.
On the professor's rocket.
Greta, Handel and Greta, Hansel and Gretel. Tell him I've gone back to Evening Wake to finish woke on the professor's rocket. I'm trying to say every L and R wrong here. Okay. See ya, babes. Well, we've done everything we can in Fireworks Factory right now. Oh wait, no, we need all the gems. Oh my god. God, that level felt so fast. Honestly, I actually, even when I was younger, I always remember this level being pretty fast, considering how main is in the game. It's like one of the main levels. Well, from what I always remembered, I always associated this level being the main one and one with the most amazing music in the game. Honestly, this music's amazing, and everyone else's favourite. Well, not everyone else's. I know I've seen quite a few people who favour other levels over it, but for a while when I was younger, I always noticed that everyone loved this soundtrack more than every other in the game, and also the level itself, of course. But every time I actually, every time I listened to the soundtrack on YouTube, I always scrolled through the comments, and everyone just said how they thought this was their favourite soundtrack in the whole franchise, and just thought that this soundtrack was just amazing. And I have to agree with them, because it is. So, I want to do Charmed Ridge now, but if I was to do Charmed Ridge now, Hunter would be kidnapped, and I wouldn't be able to do Hunter's Challenge in Lost Fleet. So we'll get Lost Fleet out of the way now. This level's alright, but it's not one of my favourite in this homeworld. I like every level in this homeworld, but this one's a bit stressful in my opinion. And I believe, oh yeah, in the Great Hits version, we get like a remix of Sheila's Alp in this level. Etchy!
Careful around these parts, little dragon. There be more ghosts in this here shipyard than
I could shit my dick at. Sorry.
Shame too, 'cause I was mighty close to finding me treasure.
Oh, were you now? I was mighty close to finding me virginity. So, oh, can we flame him? No, he is invincible. No, I can see him. But yeah, you can hear it. It's like, well, very similar to Shield's Up actually, but with just a bit of organ. I'm not actually sure what that instrument is that's been used. But yeah, we get the Super Bonus Rounds soundtrack in the version I've got, which is just the PAL version really, if you were to play that one, but we get a remix of Shield's Up, which, I don't know, I actually think that Lost Fleet's soundtrack fits this level pretty well, I gotta admit. I kind of preferred that to just a remix of Shield's Alp. That's pretty much the only soundtrack that I am kind of glad was reused in Spyro, the non-Great Hits version. And I gotta admit, I think Molten Crater does fit levels like, levels, just the only level it plays to, other than Molten Crater, which is, Dynamines, that's it. Yeah, I thought that actually fit the level pretty well too. Dynamines' actual soundtrack is still pretty cool, but I thought Molten Crater still fitted it very well. And also the Rhinox's level are pretty funny, but are pretty annoying to avoid, especially the flying ghosts, because I always feel the need to actually just try and jump and charge them, but you always bump off them because that doesn't work, and then they always throw a lava rock at me. I'm like, damn you. But yeah, the enemies themselves are a bit annoying when you try to hit them in time, but they always whack you with a torch, and it's just, even when you flame the ghost, when the actual sheet goes away, there's 2 Rhinox inside it, so it takes a few attempts to get every enemy out of the enemies this level. But they're pretty funny as well, just watching them run around in diapers. They're like, or nappies as they're called in this country. Little baby Rhinox.
We'll have to blast through this blooming ship to get to it.
The blooming ship! Shut up, crazy head. You give me a really annoying challenge later, and I am so fuming at you for it. Woo! Woo! Yeah, I just remembered I really hate this sub-challenge that we get later on. And we get more sub-challenges in the Super Bonus Round, which is not a reward to me at all. One of the things I hate most about this game. Oh yeah, and we also get more shooting birds in this level, but Don't we shoot any from down here? Or does it have to be with the cannons up there? It's a sense of prancing, it's a sense of fashion. Oh yeah, we can get those ones in here, cool. And oh, not to forget, actually, come think of it, there is a chest up here. Like one of the solid chests. Just trying to line that right. But we can't go up there right now, we have to glide down from that ship there to get to it. Dun 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 dun. Oh, god darn. Now, I used to find this level a bit tricky to work my way around because it's so twisty-turny, especially the underwater parts. But it's alright. I still don't know exactly where everything is in this level. I just sort of chance it when I go to the water and just swim all over the place and just hope for the best. But above water, this level is relatively easy to find a way around. But the enemies level are just all very annoying. I don't think there's actually a big enemy per se in this level, because you know in every level there's an enemy where you can flame and charge, but there's some enemies you can only flame. In this level, there's not really a big enemy as such, but yeah, there's one enemy, it's the flying ghosts. Or is it the small ghosts? No, it's the small ghosts, sorry. It's the ones that walk along the ground that you have to flame, sorry. Yeah, there's no big enemies as such, but just two that form the look of a big enemy under one sheet. But technically all the Rhinox are exactly the same in this level, but just sort of under a disguise. Oh yeah, there's crabs in this level, just dawned on me, but yeah, they can also be defeated with the flame and the charge. There we go, that cursed challenge up there, I hate that one, honestly. It's just weird, I don't think Shields Up fits this level that well, I gotta admit. But it's not distracting me too much. I actually just think that's only one thing I like about the PAL version. It's just the reuse of Lost Fleet. It just fits this level much better. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and oh, there's a skill point in this level. I just happen to remember. That's when we do the skate park in this one. The skate park in this level is a bit annoying to get gems in, because there's actually no way to get the gems without being on your board. Or no, then come think of it, you can get some on your board. I don't know, they're just annoying to get in this level. But yeah, you have to beat the course record in this level too. And you also have to race Hunter and race Rhinox. So you have to do a few things in the skate park in this one. And I quite often miss 2 gems this level, and it's quite often one of these geese over here, because I always think to just go straight to that cannon to shoot all the geese from there. But yeah, there's some that you have to get, well, here. I don't even know if they're geese. Ostriches or whatever, I don't know what they're called. Some form of bird. Yeah, I always miss like a bird something. I usually just miss like 2 gems, and it's always one of those. I quite often think, oh, I've probably missed one that's underneath that green goo, because it's so easy to miss things underwater in games like this. I wonder, will he actually speak to me if I go around the front of him? No, he won't, okay. Whoa! I was like, ever being so silent. Darn tootin', get on, little dragon. So we don't actually, do we? No, we can speak to him back at an early door. He says something like, blast that door open or something. I don't even know. Did I speak to him about it? I'm not sure. But we don't meet any. Oh, actually, no, I'm full of crap. Yeah, we see quite a few of these guys in this level. But there's one level in this homeworld that we, the ally that we see, like, helps us with the rocket. It's not actually the people we help out in the level, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. That's Charmed Ridge. I'll talk about it when we actually get to it. So the crabs have actually returned from the previous game. Crabs were actually enemies in Gateway to Glimmer. The crabs were in, what was it? Aquaria Towers. I believe that's the only level they were in. Don't think there were any more. Were they? No, they weren't in Sunny Beach as far as I know. Oh, and I haven't actually gone to the end of the level yet. I'll have to get the egg from, what's his name? The darn tootin' guy, or something Bob. I don't know. It didn't register what his name was. Didn't register to me, I mean. I'm not saying that they didn't show it. Okay, I'm just swimming around all over the place like a maniac right now, just trying to get whatever I can when I can. And where did I end up? Oh, well, since I'm here already, I might as well just do the Hunter Challenge. Or should I wait till later? I'm not sure. I think I might just do everything while I'm at where I'm at. So, since I'm here already, I might as well just get Hunter's Challenge out of the way. Hunter's infuriatingly annoying challenge. And I think, when I was playing this with Alex a while back, I think I literally just got the skill point in this level. I think I actually bet it. I think it was at 139 or 138. I was very close to not getting the skill point. But I think the time you have to beat the circuit in is 1 minute 40. And I think I did it in 1 minute 38. So it was very close. But yeah, I'm glad we're doing this level now, because it means we won't have to backtrack to it. We'd have to backtrack to it if we did 2 levels before this one. or 3 if you did a speedway, is one of those 2 levels. Because it doesn't count as speedway as a level. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, bro.
Spyro, you're just in time. A Rhinox skateboard gang has challenged us to a race. They said you're slower than a molten crater fire slug. I stuck up for you, though. I told them I've seen some pretty fast fire slugs.
Fire slugs, like the ones from... Oh yeah, from Molten Crater. He just said Molten Crater. God. There's some pretty fast fire slugs. Wow, I'm so grateful that you said that. I bet they would have been so offended. They'd have been so butthurt.
They bet us an egg that you won't win.
Oh, do they now? Well, they can suck it. Bring them on, bitch.
Right on. You can use my special racing board. Every time you do a trick, it builds up turbocharge.
Lightning,
you can
Lemonade.
use your turbos at any time by pressing the square button. Good luck.
Good luck, not required. You bitch. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything clever to say there. I was like, you bitch. But I was gonna say good luck, not required, you metal munchkin, but that's a reference to a dwarf that was not relevant right now. So apart from the good luck, not required part. But I was just looking at that ship over there, and I did not realize how well detailed this level is. And apart from the cartoony flames, which can be excused considering A, this is actually a rather cartoony game anyway, and because it's the PS1 era. But the torches look very good actually in this level, and the detail of this being a rather pirate-based level, the ships look really well detailed with all the moss and the decay on them. They look really nice, and that life is annoying to get because you have to time your jump perfectly to actually land on the ship to get the life. And yeah, you have to pull stunts to actually build up your boost meter. So I'll just top up fully, and then just actually no, well, I'll just do it whenever I want. I think you can also build up and charge by crashing into crabs. I hope I can actually get more of a feel for this again, because it always takes me a while to get back into the rhythm of these skateboard challenges. Also hope the skill points not going to give me too much trouble in this part. But like I was saying, the level is just well detailed in my opinion. Like even I believe that what are they called? The sails? Is that what they're called? The sails that you get on the top of ships. I've noticed that they look very well detailed as well, and torn and old as well. They look very old fashioned, like way back in the times where boats were rather cheap. Boats were just made of wood and always let in water and damp and were not very healthy. Back in the time when there were such a thing as pirates. I guess you could say just pirates now, but they tend to pirate DVDs, and whoa. And I believe there's not a skill point for destroying all the crabs. And oh yeah, I just remember what it is about the crabs. Yeah, you have to actually beat Hunter as well as destroying all the crabs in order to succeed in a challenge he gives you. He's like, wow, great that you bet me, but you didn't get all the crabs. And I'm like, oh, screw you. Like, Hunter really annoys me. You may have noticed that in the previous game. It's just how he always shows up. I'm like, oh god, you're here. I'm about to be prepared for a challenge I don't want to do. So, and he's just so smug and all cool about it, thinking I'm like, you want to do this challenge again, don't you, Spyro? I'm like, totally. Not that I hate these challenges, I would just rather get on with gem collecting and other fun stuff. And yeah, I bet them, I think.
Yes!
Awesome.
You schooled them like a bunch of dizzy one-toed sand norks.
Sand
Oh, yeah.
norks.
I guess
Were
on
there
this
even sand
egg,
norks in the
too.
first game? I'm not sure. I don't remember there being any sand norks. Was there actually any sand levels in the first game? Don't believe there were any sand levels. So I've not got a lot to say about this level in particular. I just one doesn't stick out in my memory as well as other ones. And Oliver,
Now that the
Oliver!
rocks are gone, do you
Oliver
wanna
Hardy.
try a real challenge? I know you're fast, but I bet you can't defeat all the crabs on the course.
I've got
and
crabs.
Still beat me in a race. Want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I'll take the risk of getting crabs. Okay then.
All right. Eat my skate dust, sucker.
That's very rude. Eat my dick, fucker. So, oh shit. Eat my purple dragon. I'm being too vulgar for a kids game. I'm sorry. Sorry, kiddos that are watching. So go fuck yourself. I'm not joking. But oh damn it! What was I actually going to say there? Oh yeah, I was meaning to say that dragon there was called Oliver. I think there was actually a dragon called Stanley back in Seashell Shore, which is actually coincidental because I don't know if any of you know Laurel and Hardy. If you are like 5 or 9 these days and you're uncultured because you're not into all these sort of stuff. So, well, but Laurel and Hardy, they are an amazing comedy duo from back in the early 1900s, and I love them to this day. I don't even have the full collection yet. I think I still got 2 of their DVDs left to get. I always ask for them at birthdays and Christmases. I really love their work. They're so funny. And a lot of their actual films and episodes were back in the days of silent movies. And even they were funny, but I did like the talking ones more. But they still did very well with the silent ones. And I think I made a stupid joke when I was playing Seashell Shore back in part 1. I said, Stan, where's Laurel? I'm like, that's technically saying, like, you know, his name is Stan Laurel, and I said, Stan, where's Laurel? When I should have said, Stan, where's Oliver? I'm such a dumbass. Hunt, I'm trying to make sure I'm getting all the crabs. You're not very fair. I don't know, I think we'll have to re-get all the crabs if... I'm still trying to get that life that I've not gotten yet. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm wiping out way too many times here. It's not like I'm seeing like 3/4 of the screen, but that doesn't really excuse anything because I can still see the middle where Spyro is. I'm just sucking big time sense of oppression. I think Sheila's actually probably because we unlocked Sheila early that we get an extra level with her in it because we hadn't seen her in it for a while since World 2, and we almost forget she's an ally in the game. So we get 4 levels with her in it, whereas every other character is only in 3. She comes back in the next Homeworld. And I'm the king of the world. Whoa, what a great reference actually to ships coming with it. You are the speed jerk of my anus. A speed jerk of Uranus.
Are you ready to take my challenge?
Nah, but I'm ready to take your money.
All right.
So I lost to him, and I also never got all the crabs. And I still can't get that life. I keep getting it every now and then because I just happen to make a jump that's low enough to get it, but I don't know what specifically you actually have to do. Oh shit, sorry. Because I'm the effing king of the world. What the hell? Spyro, you really should have gone faster than that. That's stupid. I was using the speed boost to make go right over that, but he just was having none of it. Or was I using the speed boost? I might have been lying to you there, guys. I'm sorry. I lie an awful lot by accident. Sorry. Please tell me I'm not the only one who does that. Like, lies unintentionally. I'm like, wait, I didn't mean to be false about that. Ugh, for God's sake, that's still too high. I have to make sure I get all the crabs as well. This is going to be bloody annoying. Like I've mentioned about Sheila there, we play there again in Desert Ruins in the 4th Homeworld. But we get a very short and simple challenges there, but it's kind of good because pretty much what they're doing is just giving us an extra little bit of time with her, and there's a little more stuff to give her character time in the game, really, because she's not really in it at all in this Homeworld, and if she wasn't to be in the next Homeworld at all, she pretty much just didn't have much of a role in the game. She's just like forgotten a bit later on. But we just get like a short little wee side-on challenge with her, and sort of same style as Super Mario Bros, like same camera angle as that. And it's pretty easy and fun to do. Oh, this actually looks a lot like the one from Super Bonus Round, apart from there's snow in that one. But the same skybox and style of background and everything. But, oh my god, don't get me started on that one. There's actually, oh, fuck you, Hunter. Sorry. Stop it. I think you actually get a bigger skateboard in Super Bonus Round's skate park, but it's just a really hard one to do. Racing those Yetis are a pain in the arse. I always had trouble with that challenge. I've always had trouble with that trolley, eh? But I don't know, I somehow remember in this game you actually can get a squid skateboard. I'm not sure if that's either something you can unlock by completing the game, if you go back to do skate parks that you've done already in the game, but or is it a cheat? I somehow think it's a cheat, but I'm really not sure. Oh, sugar. Hunter, please have pity on me. I'm trying to get all the crabs. And let's get this life. Why don't you hit Hunter, you stupid rocket? Is it, let's go way up in the air, nowhere near where Hunter is. Oh wow, I actually thought I was going to crash there. Awesome. Oh, and I'm first place as well. Just need to make sure I get all the crabs within the next lap, come think of it. Oh god, I have to be careful. Don't know which ones I'm missing. No! One of the ones I'm missing are actually up there, but we've still got one more lap of chance to do that. One more lap of faith. Get it? Jump early. Nope, still never got it. Haha, dumbass. Okay, which crab am I missing? Is he in the middle here? Yeah, he is in the middle here. And I think the other one's in that little... Hunter, you suck. You suck a lot. Oh, stupid rocket! You were right. I was right next to him when I threw that out. How could you miss that? Right, so I believe the last one's in here. It's not. Shit. Oh no, I got all the crabs! I thought I was missing one. Awesome!
Sheesh, I can't believe you beat me.
Yeah, I'll suck it, loser.
You must have been practicing the whole time I thought you were looking for eggs.
No, like I'd
Hey,
practice at these.
Speaking of which, one of those crabs was guarding this one.
When you thought I was looking for eggs, you know I'm looking for eggs, but yeah, you're hiding what I deserve from you. He's not a good friend at all. He only gives us stuff for his own personal gain, little bitch. Aiden Pierce. That just instantly sprung to mind, and Aiden Pierce would not have been a reference I'd have mentioned back when I was younger, because that game only came out 2 years ago. I would have never known anything about Watch Dogs, but funnily enough, I used to play Rayman a lot when I was younger, which, believe it or not, is by the same company. And yeah, the reason I'm actually just casually jumping back on the skateboard right now is to actually try and get a skill point. By completing this course in under, or bang on, 1 minute 40. Which is pretty doable, because I usually always get this one simple enough. It might take me a couple of attempts, but I've never had a lot of trouble with getting this skill point. Then again, it might take me a couple of attempts, but there's been a let's play. But I have still missed a couple of gems, so even once I've got a skill point, I might actually end up still going round and round and round, getting gems I've missed. There we go, missed that one. I'm still missing this life. Oh, I just can't find a good angle to go up and get it. Do I just have to jump on the ramp early so that he jumps more lower down? I'm not sure. I think the fact I crashed once might screw my chances of getting this done in time. But I'll see. We might do alright. Well, oh! We might get this done in 40 seconds, because if it took us just a minute and 10 seconds, which is technically 70 seconds to do 2 laps, we might... Oh, actually no, will we? Nah, guys, I thought we might have had a chance to get a skill point, but that crash there kind of screwed me over. But yeah, if you just never crash, it's pretty doable, the skill point. Maybe crash just once, because I think I could have still done that if I hadn't crashed just once there. Ugh! It's hard to know when you can actually do those stunts of doing the rolls and flips and that, because I think they sort of slow down your height. Because you go up much more higher if you're not doing these stunts, but once you actually do these flips and all that, they sort of slow down how well you're doing with flying. Ah, oh, damn it. I always time it wrong. Oh, that was so close! That cave looks really good. It's just the texture of the reflections on the wall as well. Like the redness of the reflection of the flame just look really nice. Kind of gives that dark passage feel again from Spyro 1. Again, a level I'd have never known about when I was younger, because I never even knew. Well, technically, I would have thought this was Spyro 1, because I never even knew there was other Spyro games before it. Oh, for crying out loud. Right, I'm going to stop being impatient and just do as much rolls as I think I can possibly do. Instead of just sort of trying to get as many as I can out of one twirl. And there we go. I thought if I did a third one there, I might have wiped out, so I didn't risk it. I'm going to just try and stop taking risks. There we go. I'm not sure. There's actually any gems up on that ledge up there. I never even bothered to look. Might look on this other slap round. I don't think we actually have to destroy all the crabs as well, which is good, because that's lame and wow. Ugh! I wonder if I get a rocket, will that skill point be easier to get? I'm absolutely sweltered right now with the stress of this. Dun, 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 dun. And my headphone's falling out. No matter how much I try to ram it back in, my headphone always just falls out. And that sounded really rude, the way I said it. I was like, ram it in, yeah. Oh, come on, if I could do this lap in maybe 10 more seconds, this might be doable. And oh my gosh, I never crashed there, awesome. Yes. Oh, maybe I got time. It's better. There we go. Oh, and I've got one of those rockets in my mouth, but I haven't got enough time. Well, I'm on my final lap now, so I won't be able to get it within this lap. Oh god, will this be doable in 10 seconds? I don't think so. Oh no! Damn it. Well, let's see how much time I've got remaining after this, just to see what I'll have to improve on. Well, I only missed by 4 seconds. Oh no, I got it! It's 1 minute 45! Wow! I actually got it by 0.14 seconds. That is amazing. I thought it was 1 minute 4. I got the skill point. Oh my god. Oh my god, shit the bed. Wet myself. Totally game-gasmed right now. Sorry, okay, I'm going over the top now. But, and also, so after getting that skill point, just in one attempt there, casually, managed to get that life in the bottle. So that's 2 good things in one go. But, oh, actually no, I'm not going to try leaf here yet. I'm going to gradually just look back through this area to make sure I'm not missing any gems. Because I just don't know for certain. Because it's quite easy to miss them here. I'm not going to use this boost until I'm up here. There's no gems here, okay. Is there any gems? Oh, no. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. Is there any gems up there? There's... I'm not going to bother doing a lap. Jesus. Oh. Headphones went out again, sorry. Right. Swirl background. There is gems up there! How am I going to get it? Ah. You can sort of do this little wee glitch where you can sort of reflect off the walls. It doesn't respond to you bumping into them, so you just sort of get a bit of height from reflecting off the walls. And I'm going to try it again, because there was a gem up there, I'm sure of it. And if I misread it, there isn't a gem up there, then I'll be embarrassed. I won't be annoyed, because... Well, actually, I will be a little annoyed, but I won't be like, pissed off or anything. Dun, 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 dun. Stop crashing off everything. Oh, I don't want to do a full lap just to go back to this tiny little area. For God's sake, just let me do this. There we go, okay. Just trying to pick up a bit of height. There we go. Oh, and I keep crashing when I get too high up. There we go. And there is no gems, I don't think. Right, well, we'll just exit the area then, because I'm guessing that's all the gems in this area. So I think I did waste my time doing that. So we will just progress to the level now, and I'm pretty sure there's actually an egg on a ledge, but not near here. Did I get that egg already? I'm not sure. There's an egg that you can find by swimming under the water, and that's the only way you can find it, by swimming under this very toxic, contaminated looking water. And there's an egg on a ledge that you just sort of climb up and then just jump down back into level again. So the only way to get the egg is by just exploring under the water to find where it is. And when you jump out of the water, you should just land on this step that's in the cave. I can never remember the exact map under that water. I just sort of wing it and just swim all over the place and just hope I get everything. My god, that thing sounds an agony. It's like, ow! One hit it. I always feel sorry for defeating the fodder in this game. They're so cute. Do all the crabs give us 1 gem? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I just realised I've not even met the worst part of this level yet. I hate the... what's it called? Challenge. The submarine challenge with a passion, honestly. I was getting so pissed off with it the other day when doing it. It took me about... I think it was about 4 attempts it took me to do that. Just because... It's the second phase in particular is annoying. When they actually fire mines at you and they add on 1 extra... submarine, I believe. Do they? I'm not sure. I think they add an extra submarine. I definitely know they start firing mines at you, and it's annoying if you happen to get hit by one when you're on your 7th Rhinoc to defeat. And I just want to scream the house down when I miss it, because it's just a stupid thing to do. I mean, it's just so easy to avoid those mines, but you'd think it'd be easy to avoid those mines, I mean, but it's easy to get by them. That's what I say, sorry. Chad Coleman is the name that springs to mind. I'm Chad. Chad Coleman. That's what I was meaning, yeah, we get Harley the Just beams us up to this ledge that we can just glide back into the level, and then I can go in here now. I don't need to glide from the ship. Okay, cool. Might as well just get out of the way. But yeah, the only way to get it is to go into that water and get the egg that way. But there's no gems in here with the egg. I didn't notice anyway. Oh yeah, there's like 2 phases to this challenge. Part 1's alright, the next is annoying.
Used to be my favorite diving spot.
Diving spot.
But I can't get any loot with these subs patrolling around. Think
Lost
you can
loot.
Pilot this here sub I bought for scrap?
Well, I don't want to, but there's gems under here that I need, so...
Alrighty then. Well, press the X button to speed on up. And when you get
Look
a
like Peter
sub
Griffin.
in your sights, the torpedo will start to lock on. If you get a good lock on,
Lock on
fire
con.
away with the circle button.
Okay. But he annoys me actually here. I can't even remember what he says. But it's a dilemma similar to the trolley challenge, that you just hear the same line from him over and over every time you lose, and he just pissed me off just because of how enthusiastic he sounds with saying, I'm like, oh fuck you, you're not the one who has to do this, and I keep flaming him over and over, and he goes like, woo, I can't do it very well, but he sort of stretches out his arms and legs when he jumps and you flame him in this. I like how the NPCs actually do react when you flame them here. And I just realised how weird he looks. He's a bit like these haiku guys from Spooky Swamp. He has no eyes, but not only that, his glasses blink. Look at him. His glasses are, like, see, they're blinking. It's so weird. But right now, yeah, we can't just, well, we'll be swimming under the water with just the power up and not the sub afterwards, because we need to get the gems that way. Because we can't get the gems while we're inside the sub, but we can use the sub to actually destroy, like, these crates and that. And I believe that's the only 2, actually. So now we can just focus on getting these guys. These very annoying guys. And the super bonus round, which also contains these submissions, and yeah, it's annoying. Because even when you get a good lock on that's behind a wall, it doesn't work. And it literally will not hit them if you don't have a lock on, so you have to lock onto them. And sometimes when you're onto your last couple, some of them hide inside the caves. Like, you can see one go inside a cave, and you sort of stand at the other end waiting for it to come out the other end. But it pretty much just stays in there, and you have to go through the cave to lure it out. It's annoying. But the one in, I think the water in Super Bonus Round looks cleaner than this, I think. It's got like all these towers that are in the Midnight Mountain Homeworld. I think it looks the same as Midnight Mountain Homeworld. It has the same sort of purple goo that's in it. And also the same look of the towers. And again, like I've mentioned in the previous part, I really like how the levels have their own portals in this game, unlike in Spyro 2. Like this level, its portal has a ship, like as its background and border. And Honeycomb Speedway had a honey beehive, and Fireworks Factory had a similar looking tower to the ones in the Fireworks Factory, and same with Charmed Ridge, has similar looking towers to the ones in Charmed Ridge. And for some reason, the level Charmed Ridge, Charmed Ridge's title, I actually, the first time I ever heard the word charm was actually because of the Prince Charming title. That's the first time I ever learnt the word charming, and I always kept thinking of Shrek because of that level. Don't know why, just because of the storyline in it, and I'll explain about it when we get to it. And also the fact that it had charming title, you know, Prince Charming and that. But there we go, got 666, awesome.
Well, I'll be
Crazy,
darned.
yeah.
You got some mean sub-driving skills. Why don't you have this here egg as a reward?
Do you want to help me pilot this stuff for scrap? What do you mean by for scrap? Do you mean like just for the lols, or what I was going to throw away anyway? As a reward. It says, I hate to bother you again, but there'd be even more. Like, oh, Ethel. Ethel called you, but not. I was like,
Well,
I knew someone called Ethel in Aberdeen. She was a lovely old lady.
There'd be even more subs that darn come out of nowheres. If you could blast them, I could use this acid leg as my swimming hole.
I could use this
again.
badass leg as my swimming hole again. As your butthole. Darn tootin'. It's probably as grotesque as your butthole is. Demon Lake! God's sake. Demon Lake, God's sake. Oh my gosh, you can even see the smoke coming off of it because of how steaming hot it is. Kinda like that detail. Oh, I'd really love for them to actually remake the Spyro trilogy. I know they're remaking the Crash trilogy, but I would love it if it's someone that could get back the rights to this game, because or someone else just remake the original, because I'm not even sure if it's Naughty Dog that's remaking the original Crash games. But I would just love a remake of these games, like seeing what sort of trophies you've done in them as well, like getting trophies for skill points, just how they would enhance the graphics. I mean, the graphics already look really good in this game for the PS1 era, honestly. Oh god. This part looks good. I mean, I like the details of just how much it looks like an actual wreck. That actually looks like a shipwreck, and just the moss and seaweedness of the green water. It's just really well detailed for its time. But it's just the level itself that annoys me, just because of how annoying it is to play. Whoa. Okay, well I can't go through there right now because he was sort of jammed in place. Now is he still in here? See, that was mean when you get into the last few, they tend to hide in tunnels and you have to go through and lure them out. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, these ones throw out mines. To make sure the mines don't hit you, because sometimes it don't. Oh, there we go, the mine hit me! Awesome, brilliant. I am actually gritting my teeth right now, but I was trying to contain my anger there. So yeah, make sure you home in on them, but don't get too close to them, because if you get too close, it's much more difficult to dodge the mines that they throw out. So when you're far away from them when they throw out the mines, you get more of a chance to avoid them. But sometimes you have to get close to them, because they keep turning behind these little walls, or aka a ship. Looks like the ship went down pretty rough. It went down completely bow downwards. Is that the right term? It's the front of it the bow and the back's the stern, is it? There we go. It's kind of satisfying, the crashing noise and actually managing to get the submarines, but this is the challenge itself. It's just annoying. I like how we seem to have like a fatter sub than theirs. Either that or just the perspective of which we see ours in comparison to theirs, but I'm pretty sure we drive a fatter sub. And it's also silver, they've just got a lame ass bronze one. Or orange. Yeah, it looks more orange. But, let's say bronze, because they're lame. Also, I like how smooth that icon looks at the bottom right. It's just like going back and forth so smooth looking. She lies out. Crash, crash, crash. Crash, crash, bandicoot. Wet one. Oh, when we get to Charmed Ridge, I actually do really like that level, but there's just one challenge in it that really used to piss me off for chunker, but I've gotten better at it since then. And when I was playing it the other day, I did the challenge in one go, but it's just a bit intimidating because there's like 4 phases to it, and if you even lose like as far as the 4th phase, you have to start from the very beginning of that challenge. And I'm like, damn it, there should be checkpoints on these challenges. Luckily, this is not one of those challenges. This challenge does have a checkpoint. Like once you complete the first tank challenge, or submarine challenge to be more precise. Oh, I'm pretty sure that I actually fired before my homing, the 3 homing rings stopped, if that makes sense. Yeah, I fired that cannon. I'm pretty sure after the lock-on stopped working, I fired the torpedoes, whatever they're called. But that still worked. Yeah, so you have to get a lock-on for it to work. Because they keep moving too much. And the torpedoes just go in a straight line if you don't get a lock-on. Okay, just stay away from them because I don't want to risk losing when I'm doing so well. Now, I kind of have to follow this one through the tunnel because it'll probably not come out if I just stand here waiting for it. I hate when I go through the tunnel because the torpedoes don't turn that well. So when they go through a tunnel, it just tends to crash into a wall. And yeah, these guys go through way too many tunnels. Oh yes, I got him! Awesome. So that's that challenge out the way now, so I can enjoy the rest of the level. Woo!
The acid lake is safe for swimming again.
The ass is safe for pumping again. Sorry.
But all I got left is this here other egg. Maybe there'll be something better in this one.
He sounded a tad like Flick though when he said one. You know, Flick from A Bug's Life. Yeah, your voice is still annoying even though I've done this right. And yeah, I deserve 2 eggs and maybe a new life. Because you give me challenges I don't want to do. Dolores, another one that's born with clothing already on. I hate to ask for your help again, but there'd be even more subs that come out of nowhere. I think I've seen myself from time to time forgetting to go through that power up and just go straight into the lava. I just start thinking it's water, just dive into it and just start swimming about. And then I just kill myself straight away doing that. I'm like, oh damn it, I keep forgetting that's lethal water. Or hot water. Acid lake, that's it. So you have to remember to go back through that every now and then, but the timer keeps reminding you to do that because it'll start going ding, 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 ding if it's starting to go low. But sometimes even if it does start dinging to indicate to go back and recharge it, you might not get back in time if you're too far from it. Because I've seen myself actually dying under this water because I didn't get back to the power up in time because I'm just too adamant to get all this in as less trips back to the power up as possible. And oh, it's dinging now! Oh no good, luckily I'm close to it. Did I go through here yet? I didn't, okay cool. So these are all green gems. I think those are all red ones in the other one. Yep. Where did I get to in this wall? This is surprisingly a huge room because I think it does actually take a while to get round here to get all these gems. There's a lot of gems up here. Every time I keep thinking, okay, this is the last gem. Oh no, there's more gems. Okay, this is the last gem. Okay, no, there's more gems. Okay, this is the last gem. Okay, this is more gems. I always keep thinking that there's only like a few red gems up here, but there's a lot of red gems up here. I still have to go a bit more round, do I? Yeah, I do. I've already cleared some of it. There we go. That must have been a segment I cleared, so here now, and that's all the red gems. And as far as I know, this area looks clear. Oh no, it's not. Didn't get those gems. Oh crap, where is the... Oh, just in time. Badass or what? Awesome. Now, yeah, I think that's all the gems. So we'll just quit the area now. Exit area. I like how you could do that instead of having to just walk all the way back to the portal, because I am lazy like that. Now, I'm pretty sure there's actually no path that leads to this acid lake that's around here. You have to go through the power up and then come back to this area and dive under this water, because I'm pretty sure this is all just one area. So there's, like, it's a separate area to the other acid lake underwater part. Under acid water part. Whatever. And I still haven't actually gone to the end of the level yet. What have I not done? Oh. That's a glitch. Oh, well, that's weird. Where's what's his name? I haven't got the last egg yet. Hang on. He's not there for me to talk to him. Sunshine Spring Worlds. Evening Lake Worlds. Lost Fleet. Oh, where's my last egg? That's probably it. I'm missing that one egg. Well, actually, what I might do is I'll get everything else I can in this level right now, and then I'll come back. Oh no, there he is. Oh god, I can't believe I never saw him. Phew. Look at that. And meat treasure. Would you look at that? And what treasure? It looks like the egg's the only thing in there. Craig Charles! That's 2 references to Red Dwarf I've made in this part. Craig Davis, but like, there's someone called Chris Berry, mate for years, earlier on in it. And I only say that because he does a lot of carry-on references, well, particularly to Kenneth Williams. But yeah, Craig Charles is another actor who's in Red Dwarf, and I am so excited for the new series this September. It happens series 11, but I won't go too deep in that because that's nothing to do with the game. But I am very excited about it. And I think I have got all the gems under here, have I? Oh no, I don't. Yeah, there's always some area that I've missed. But I can never actually find these gems without going under that part first. So I don't know why. I just never find this path. But yeah, I clearly have done all the rest of it. Oh, damn it. Wow, I could have sworn that didn't give me an awful lot of time, considering it usually does. So that's good. We've got all the eggs now. I just have to focus on getting all the gems. I think the remaining gems I've got to get are just from defeating those birds. And that's it. Oh yeah, and also the top of the ship. I've not gone to the top of the ship yet. Oh, and also from that chest I destroyed earlier. And actually, it just dawned on me how much of a stupid death I had there, because I got a new life while under the water and I died just a mere couple seconds after getting it. But I suppose that meant I didn't lose any life, I just didn't gain any life while I was down there. Think of it like that. And that's what I was meaning earlier on. I just like the detail of those tapestries or sails that are just destroyed on these boats. They're just all like wrecks, and they actually have animations of like swaying back and forth like it's a breeze of some kind. I think it has been argued a bit among some people that gems in this game, particularly the purple and blue gems, they often argue that the blue gems look blue or dark purple. I've always had that argument with my sister, sorry, about whether or not it's blue. I think it looks purple actually, and I think she thought it looked blue as well. Right, so we've already got these 2 over here, so yeah, they don't respawn. Luckily they don't respawn, so you know which ones you have to get. Or they might respawn when you come back to level, but I mean they don't respawn for now. And we don't have to get those 2 over here because we've got them too. So we only have to focus on getting 3. Okay, oh wait, what? Oh yeah, is it a 3? I'm not sure. See, it doesn't fire straight like the one in Icy Peaks, so Bob is actually pretty ungrateful, come think of it. Like, it doesn't even shoot straight. I'm like, oh come on bitch, you've actually got it lucky. I mean, look at these poor guys in Lost Fleet, look what they have to cope with. It goes up and then down, it doesn't go straight at all, this one. It's a much weaker cannon. So it's hard to determine whether or not it'll actually hit the bird, because you may look like you're aiming at it perfectly, but it might curve downwards and not hit him at all. So try and aim a bit above where the bird is so that it'll actually land smack bang into him. But then again, I'm just giving obvious advice. It's just hard to aim. That's all. Where's the last one? Oh, there he is. I was wondering where on earth he was. Sort of came out of nowhere there. Oh, he's going around this way. Oh, maybe I could get him from going to... No, actually, no, I'll just stay here. But that's one I could have gotten over there, and yes, I got him. Awesome. So I got that. Have we got all the ones on the ship? I'm not sure. I think we do. I think that's all the ones here. So we'll just check this island over here. This should be lots of gems. If not, just don't we have the gem finder, so I can look for any I'm missing. Yes! That's all the gems! 600 is 600 in the first lookabout. Didn't have to backtrack or anything. Awesome, so that is lost feet. Feet? Oh my god, I've lost my feet! Smell for the parmesan. Then you'll find them. But, yeah guys, that's lost fleet done. Part of my least favourite level from this Homeworld, so I can just focus on the better ones now. Dun dun dun. I've already focused on one of the better ones, one of which is Fireworks Factory, which is my favourite. And come to think of it, I might just unlock Bentley now. Oh my god. Actually, I hope I do this method in one attempt here, the one I'm going to try and do in Fireworks Factory. Yeah, I'll have to go to Fireworks Factory to try it out, and we should get a cutscene right now of Hunter. Oh, maybe I got it in the wrong order. Maybe it's 3 levels and 4 if you're doing the Speedway. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, we do actually get a cutscene eventually, once we have done 3 levels, or 4 if it's a Speedway. Sorry, I gave you the wrong piece of advice earlier. But you have to make sure you don't save the Lost Fleet and Honeycomb Speedway. Yeah, Honeycomb Speedway, I was saying that right. Honeycomb Speedway until too late, because if you do, you'll end up having to backtrack to them later. Right, okay, so forgive me if I look stupid here, if I do this over and over, but what you have to do is jump on this lava over and over and over, and then when you're on your last bit of health, press pause exact same time as you hit the lava, and then exit level, and then you should get the swim glitch in the next level in Evening Lake. Trust me, I know it sounds stupid, but it is actually how you do it. I did it too early. Crap. Okay, I'll risk this life. But just because I can't bother going out level and come back in again. But if I do it too much, I'll just keep going out level and come back in again. If I actually have to take too many attempts to do it, I'll just do a camera. It's easier to determine whether or not you've actually done it on the PS1, because this is just an emulator, so it doesn't actually vibrate, even if you set the game to vibrate. The controller doesn't vibrate the parts that would vibrate on the PS1, so the controller usually vibrates if you hit the lava. So if the controller vibrates at the same time as you press and pause, you know you've done it right. But it's hard to tell in the emulator version. 2, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. I pressed pause, but you have to do it at the exact same time as you hit the lava. So I'm going to sacrifice a few lives here just to show off this cool glitch. And actually, I'm going to show off a cool couple of out the boundaries things here. That might have been it. I don't think it was actually. But I'm going to just try, because I don't want to risk it and be like, oh, I'm just going to let myself die there, and it turns out I did do right, but I don't think my feet were quite on the lava. If I can pause here, then it didn't work. Yeah, I can pause, so it didn't work. Because you actually cannot pause, and if you flame fodder, the butterfly will fly out, but you won't get sparks back. Like, the game technically is picking up that you're dead right now, so what you have to do is actually just get hit one more time to die, and then you'll be reloaded with... You'll be respawned, sorry, reloaded. You'll be respawned with the new sparks. So, just to make this a bit easier to figure out the pattern, I'm going to get some sparks back just to get a feel of this pattern. And oh my god, the fodder in this level is a pain in the arse to get. Right. Okay. 1, 2. I think I did it there. My foot looks like it hit the lava. I think I did it. It's just hard to tell because the vibrator. Yeah, the vibrator. Oh, buzz. The vibrating option on the controller doesn't work. Yes, it worked. It's not letting me press pause. So there we go. Once I actually come out of the water, make so many windows. Vibrator incoming. Sorry. Once I fly out the water, he should be still swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Ah, yes, I'm off to see Finding Dory when that comes out. But look, once you actually got the boundaries level, right in the back of here, you can actually see where Hunter falls through. Funny enough, there's no button there right now, but there's a button there during the cutscene that Hunter presses, and he falls down this trapdoor that leads him into that prison. And that prison is actually there, but it's just outside the boundary so that we can't see it. But when that cutscene plays, they use this actual set to make him fall inside this cage, and this cage will close. So once, it's technically like a fourth wall moment. Like even in video games, it's like they have an actual set. So technically, if you don't look at the background, it looks like this is just a part of Midnight Mountain. That's what I'm gonna say. This cage actually closes when Hunter falls inside it, but there's actually no animations. You just go right through it. Oh wait, hang on. You mostly got it through it, but did I just bump into that wall? Oh, I could have sworn I actually grazed off that wall though. There's like a slight bit of animation in the wall. I could have sworn there was. Hang on. There was! There's a tiny bit of this wall that's actually got still animations to it. That's so cool. And also here's the inside of the whale. The game technically teleports you over here once you go inside the whale, but do not go inside right now because you will not be able to get back out, and also because you can't use the quit feature because you've glitched your way to make this summoner glitch happen. You obviously can't just get out of them by exiting levels, so come think of it. Now that I'm actually outside levels boundaries, I can see more clearly the skybox now. I think that the skybox is actually the same as Cloud Temples. It looks a lot like it anyway. So where is Bentley's portal? I think it's underneath that tower. So we just have to go under it perfectly. Yeah, we'll have to align ourselves with this archway, but don't go too far down that you kill yourself. Wait, so his level is underneath this water here. I think, yeah, his portal's technically the only one that's not underwater, but you have to go underwater to get to it. So other portals are actually underwater. And oh my gosh, camera, go do me some favors, please. But pretty much you have to just go underneath here and see. Will this lead us to this level now? Yes, there we go. And that's us into Bentley's Outpost for free. And I was actually really worried that I'd end up having to do that glitch several times to actually make it work, but I only died a few times. That's alright. So Bentley's Outpost. This is probably the most annoying.
You on your quest, Spyro.
Sorry.
But first, I must attend to my young sibling. I'm afraid he may have gotten himself into trouble during my absence.
During my absence, that's Bartholomew, yeah. We've already played as Bentley so far in Bamboo Terrace because I glitched my way into his segment there too. But this is probably my least favourite side level that you're not playing as Spyro. Oh, come think of it, I'll just let myself die at some point in this level because I don't want to have to pick up every gem individually by myself without sparks. And also, if I try to get my health, I won't get any, so...
Hey, bro, it'd be really cool if you smash that boulder. A swift smack should do the trick.
A swift smack to do the trick. Now, that actually looks like a real snowball, or a boulder, whatever you call it. It looks more like a snowball. Because it has the little bruises or bits of mud or whatever, pee or something, I don't know. You get inside snowballs when you actually make them, so that's pretty well detailed. This level actually looks really nice. All the levels are very well detailed in this game. All the spikes in the wall and the actual walls themselves look really stony and like realistically stony as well, which is really nice. But it's just, I was saying a minute ago how this is like my least favourite extra NPC, extra playable character, not NPC, sorry, that's the complete opposite. But that's just because I feel like this character is just so slow and heavy to play as. He doesn't jump very well, and I don't know, I just find his attacks a bit boring to use, and his segments are a bit annoying, especially the one in Frozen Altars, which we'll be doing. Actually, now I can think we won't have to backtrack because we've unlocked him early. Actually, no. We unlock him now, so of course we'll be able to do it now. We just have to make sure we unlock Bentley before we play Frozen Altars in this Homeworld. But we didn't pay for him, of course. So, you know what I'm actually going to do? I know it's very stupid of me, guys, but I'm actually going to commit suicide. Just so that I can get Sparks back, because I just want him to pick up all the gems for me. I don't want to walk into them individually as just Bentley's shitty, slow movement. His paddy feet. He's the least interesting as well. I think my favourite NPC playable character, sorry, is probably Agent 9 just because he's the funniest, really. But his level's also pretty cool, but his side missions are the ones that are annoying.
Hey, bro, it'd be really cool if you smash that boulder.
A swift smack should do the trick. And this level and Bamboo Terrace are pretty much the only levels that move is relevant. And we only use this to reflect snowballs to hit the snowballs back to the seals in this level. And even though the seals are actually attacking us with the snowballs, I kind of feel sorry for them when you hit them, because they make a little wee yelp after you hit them. Like, oh, I feel bad for them because the seals are so cute. They go like, oh, when you hit them, they're like, oh. I don't know. I think I got this chest up here. And this is actually a very small side level, I gotta admit, which is good because he's very slow moving.
If you use your spin move to deflect the snowball into the gong.
Oh yeah, and these snowballs too, not just the seal ones. The roof cave in. Awesome. I really like animation there, it's very cool. And actually how what are they called? The specks of snowflakes that fall off the ball as they get thrown, it just looks really nice detail. But this level has a lot of these big chests in them full of high value gems, which just shows they were intended to make this level smaller, but they still had to fit 600 gems into it, so they probably crammed a lot of gems into one area. Because honestly, there's a lot of these types of levels. Brian Fury wins. Hello, Brian Johnson. There's quite a lot of Brians, actually. Brian Griffin. And Brian Fury is from Tekken. Now this one's alright because he doesn't move every time he throws a snowball. This one over here, actually no, not this one. This one over, all the way over there, has a longer platform. So every time he throws one, he moves to the other side. So you have to make sure you get him in perfect timing, but it's not difficult or anything. Dun, dun, dun.
It took me forever to train those seals.
His music's pretty cool, actually.
Snowballs. Now they've gone and turned on me.
I used to really hate Bartholomew when I was younger. I used to just think he was a little brat who really looked down on his brother. I just find like he's so demanding, and when you don't do well at something, he has a right go at you. It's not like, oh, it's okay, we'll do it again this time and we'll do it better. Like, he's just like, oh, you lost some brother, you are. He's such a little turd. And if you stand in his way in this level when he's trying to get past you, he's like, excuse me, I'm trying to get past you, big bro. Or your big butt, I'm not sure, but he's very cheeky. Dun, 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 dun. What I want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I used to think that the vocals in this level actually sounded very funny. Just like, what I want, man. They just sounded so funny, all the vocals in the background to this level's music. This channel's music, what the hell? Whoa, ha! Didn't fool me, bitch. I was just whacking that like crazy, and all of a sudden he just was one of the things I hit when I was just whacking it like crazy. And yeah, I know it sounded bad, it was kind of meant to. Also, I almost forgot there was a right up behind here, so I would have been embarrassing if I said you aren't going to fool me, and then that one fooled me. But I just happened to see his flame behind the boulder moving, so it's like, oh yeah, I forget every time there's a rhinoc behind there. Ooh, that's kind of like medieval in a sense, how they've got flaming clubs. Like in medieval, you can actually set your club on fire to light things up or light enemies on fire. So it's pretty cool seeing them have flaming clubs too. I didn't know you could actually flame clubs. I mean, it would just burn down, surely, and very fast as well, because wood burns very fast. And believe it or not, you can't actually jump up on that. It looks like you could, but an avalanche with this one. And I never even used to know what an avalanche was, even when I kept hearing avalanche over and over and over in this level. We clearly saw an avalanche taking place here. I didn't know what an avalanche was technically, but yeah, I learned since then an avalanche is pretty much when there's a vibration or something that causes the earth to shake and the snow to fall off cliffs and destroy a lot of things, and some people even died in avalanches. They're pretty lethal things that happen. Natural disaster. Oh, also, this skill point is one I also find by accident because it's just very easy to get, really. You pretty much just have to push it, like, you have to just push it enough so you can get past and let Bartholomew pass, but if you keep pushing it and push it right off the edge, you get a skill point for that.
Rhinoc has blocked the way with this box.
This box?
An
Xbox?
Push it out of the way, though.
Really? We have very human-like feet, except we have, like, 3 toes, and they're grey. But we have, like, human toenails and everything. We don't have, like, you know, the very sharp nails that you'd expect creatures like a yay to have. Then come think of it, I'm probably thinking more of a wolf or a dog or something. There we go, a skill point. But I sort of think if we could cheat our way up here by just sort of trying to jump up. But yeah, the ledge has made it just so that you can only just not make it up. But it does look reachable. Charlie, that really hurt. Oh, and Charlie Hides. Charlie Hides TV is another YouTuber I like. Charlie's Angels. What have you got to see, little bitch?
Hey, Brainiac, you're supposed to be smart. Why don't you try pushing those blocks around to bridge that gap?
Bridging the gap. Bridge the gap. That sounds like a very familiar album title, but I can't think which one. But see, I mean, he's a little shit. I used to really not like him much. I used to think he was a bully. He was very mean to his brother. Probably because I had a brother who looked down on me too. Yeah. My brother, that's, yeah, never mind. When I say brother, I mean like back when my sister used to be my brother, I'm sorry. But yeah, he always looked down at me saying like, you shouldn't talk to me like that, I'm older than you. And I'm like, ugh, I could never talk back to you at all, I could never be rebellious. So, so if our precision is not dead on here, Bartholomew will refuse to walk across because the symmetricalness of the blocks are not perfectly aligned. Even though I can make my way across, he just wants me to be so precise. He'll not jump across if it's like a millimeter out. Hang on here. Like, I'll push it so that it's like just not in sync with the other box. Like, hang on. It's enough in sync for me to get across. But Bartholomew's not amused. And Bartholomew is not amused. He's like, get me across, you little bitch. Also, if we try and stand in his way on his way up, he'll tell you to get out of his way. Hang on.
Hey.
Oh, he just says the same thing again here. But he actually does have a go at us for being in his way once we push this out of the way. Okay, no, just jump up. Oh, damn it! Well, believe me, he actually does. If you jump up in time, I'm guessing you probably have to push the other block last, the one that's closer to him, so you can jump up and get in his way. And he actually does have a go at you for being in his way, and it's just rude. I actually really like how this level looks. Just the archway here looks amazing. The pattern and just the jewels encrusted inside it looks really nice. Oh, and the horns as well. It sort of represent the Yeti feel of it. Feels very Christmassy this level. It kind of looks a bit like Ice Festival from 102 Dalmatians, Puppets to Rescue. And Skybox looks really nice this level too. And the trees in the background. Just very nice looking level, I gotta admit. Whoa! I did not expect that. It's weird how you could play games like this a lot, you still fall for the same things they try to trick you with. Whee! Oh, wait, what? Oh, I did get all the gems. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, there's still some gems near the end I never got. I think there's still a Rhino I can defeat. And oh my god, could you move any slower, Bentley? I guess that's why I don't like this level, because he's just so slow. But I gotta admit, it's not been that stressful. It's a short level, I guess. I definitely remember his level being a lot more stressful than this. But nah, it's actually been kind of meh. One thing I do like about his levels, though, is the fulfillingness, or something like that. The good feeling of picking up gems this level, because they're always in big bulk in one area. So you just pick up lots at once. And the feeling of just smashing open those big crates. It's very satisfying, but other than that, this level's pretty annoying. Well, not this level.
Here's a little something for your rock collection.
Again, the case with him, it's actually his level's fine. But his side levels are the ones that are annoying, especially the one Frozen Others. Here's a little something for your rock collection. Oh, Eric. I know if I was playing this with my friend Alex right now, she'd make a reference to her boyfriend. 3 out of 3. So, hope this will be 600, 600 once I got all these. Yeah, you could tell they made this level small because they put a load of those 25 gems in it. And gold gems as well, which were 10. I never got 600 at 600. I just want to say 25 gems so that I didn't get any criticism my way saying like they're not pink, they're blue or something like that. Or purple or whatever. But those ones that are supposed to be blue I think look purple. Saved successfully. So yeah, we'll just pay from there. And there we go, we get the cutscene of Hunter being kidnapped. Did you bring any chips? Oh, during that, did you bring any chips? Cutscene, we get like a slowed down version of the skate rink in Icy Peak.
The sorceress has a real prize on her hands here. It took 24 Rhinox to capture this dim-witted furball.
He's very mean. Dim-witted furball. He couldn't be that dumb if he managed to get out of that for so long. Okay. Yeah, let's just show no thankfulness. Like, okay.
Money, Spyro? It's not just lying around on the ground, is it?
I remember I used to always laugh at that. It's mine now. I don't often hear him say these quotes these days when you do pay him, because I often just skip him, but then don't listen to dialogues afterwards because I already know what they say, but just for the sake of let's play him listening to these dialogues. But when I was younger, yeah, I do remember I used to always laugh at that line, and I just noticed how he said okay. I mean, like, he doesn't sound very happy about freeing this creature. He's not going like, let him out, he's done nothing wrong. I'm like, just like, okay. And Head's one's pretty fun actually. I think he just whacks him over the head with his club and just knocks him out to the side. I'm pretty sure anyway. We don't actually see him hit him. He just goes like, how dare you, and stuff and all that, and then he starts beating him up off screen, and then you see like stars soaring around his head. No, I'll shut up.
It was no big deal, dude.
Yes. After all, it was I who let you out.
His face.
Why, you brazenly avaricious, duplicitous, larcenous Ursine!
What's on our side? No!
One more, perhaps?
I always remember sound effects of him being in pain.
the sublime honor of enjoying your visitation in the nearest future.
No problem, but it's already happened. So his level was actually shorter than I always remember it being. Also, what was I actually just going to say there? I actually completely forgot. But I like how even though Moneybags is still not hurtable in this game, with it being an NPC from the previous game, they probably just didn't give him a being attacked animation. I kind of like how in this game you still get the fulfilling mission of once you've defeated the sorceress, you can get all of your money back from him by just charging them over and over and just getting all your gems back, and it's just so satisfying. All the gems just going back into it. It's just, oh, it's just so satisfying picking them all up. So, oh yeah, we're going to be playing Frozen Altars now, and we get a different colour fairy here other than Zoe, but it's the only one we see in the whole level. We just get this blue fairy at the very start who has a very soft and quiet voice.
Welcome to Frozen Altars.
Gabrielle.
On behalf of the Ice Fairies, I want to grant you a special power for
As long as you stay in our world. So she sounds like she's on healing of some kind, and I used to, again, find that fascinating. Whenever I saw something of a different colour or something when I was younger, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so amazing how there's one blue Zoe in this game and all the rest are like, well, you know, yellow in that. But there's ones from Charmed Dredge, but there was more than one of them in that level. I just used to always get fascinated by that. Whenever there's a different colour of a same species in a game when I was younger, I just always find that sort of stuff fascinating. But it's the only time we ever see a blue fairy in this game. And we don't see after this point. She just literally shows up to give us ice breath. And the tune from this level is a nice fluty sort of tune. And it sounds like a duck. It's going like I. And I think I was watching a lot of Still Game at the time, so I had words like I and all that in my head. And I used to think that the tune sounded like someone going I. But the start of the tune also kind of reminds me of the same rhythm of Last Christmas I Gave You My Heart. I used to always sing that lyrics to that tune, and it's kind of convenient because it's an ice level, I suppose. But I used to always go like, here, let's listen. Last Christmas I gave you my heart and then some. I know that's not the actual lyrics, but that's why I used to always sing to it. And I could not believe how well I timed that there, because his club was literally right over my head and I just like froze him right in time. And yes, the power she gave us was Ice Breath, so we can't actually flame any characters in this level. So Ice Breath's not much of a reward, it's just a replacement weapon. Alex! I hope Alex is watching this right now.
But with these flippers, I can't even turn it on.
Oh yeah, I used to find their voices creepy when I was younger.
Using it though. Just walk inside. When you're done, press the triangle button and you'll walk back out.
When you're done, I'll eat your face. And oh my god, he actually looks rather, I guess you could say Indian, the type of jacket he's wearing. It looks like a rather Indian jacket, but the level doesn't feel very Indian themed. But yeah, I used to find them guys creepy when I was younger. Yeah, you can't actually make them NPCs go. Yeah, they don't do anything if you charge them in this level, and if you flame them or freeze them, they just turn to a block. But when you actually go to the rocket, when you've freed all of these guys, well, helped out all these guys, he actually does react to you flaming him. He goes like, woo, or something like that. But his lack of expression in his face and his dull, single-toned voice just used to creep me out when I was younger. This level, all in all, just used to creep me out in so many ways. I find the level felt very hollow and darkish, and those guys we help out were just annoying. And what else was I found creepy? Oh, the snowmen! Yeah, their faces used to creep me out. The snowmen look really evil in this level, and I used to always fear them. Like I used to always get quite scared when they'd start like walking towards me. Like when you start walking towards them, because you have to melt them with the ray. But it took a while for that to twig when I was younger because I was dumb. But quite often I'd walk up to them, and if you try walking up to them or go past them, they just shake you and throw you away. Also, this level is probably one of the easiest in this homeworld, apart from Bentley's part, but I keep remembering a technique. Well, I keep developing a technique every time I do it to get a skill point, but I keep forgetting what it is every time. I'm pretty sure it's Circle, because Circle is a good attack for Bentley, so just to keep doing that over and over while just shielding the attacks. You'll get a few attacks in, but you'll still manage to defeat him by round 2, if that's the case, because I think Circle is the most powerful attack. So we'll just freeze him, so we can glide over to his ledge. I quite often either freeze that Rhinoc, but then I thought, oh god, well if we freeze that Rhinoc, we're not ever going to be able to get up here. But A, the Rhinocs can respawn, if that was the case, but you can also just freeze that penguin is down there. A bug. Bird of some kind. What the hell did I get a bug from? And is it snowing inside? No, it's not. I like the detail of the murals in these walls. It looks like a tongue. Looks like a sun sticking its tongue out. But when I was younger, I used to miss an awful lot of gems in this level because some of them were very oddly placed, sort of tucked behind buildings, on little ledges, and on top of one of the torches actually. There's some over here, which we can actually just get right now, but I never figured out how to get to this area when I was younger, because I never thought to look in these little extra exploring parts. Also, there's an egg up there that I often miss. Yeah, there we go, it's up there. I used to often miss that mess. What the hell is up with my grammar tonight? Sorry. Oh. Oh, and I also know how to skip money bags in this level too. So there's two eggs very close to each other in this level. There's an egg there and an egg over there, but we can't get them near the same time as each other. But technically located very close to each other. Wonder, we can glide past him surely, or will he just grab us and be down? Well, we'll need to defeat him anyway because we get a gem for defeating those snowmen. I used to just always try and find other ways past them, other than melting them. But of course, that was like around about the first time I played it, so eventually I just figured out you just had to torch them with this thing. Once again, I was so dumb with games when I was younger. I could never figure out the simplest things. I love the look of the skybox. It's so blue. I just love it. I kind of like levels that are just ice levels. They look really nice in Spyro. They could just be frustrating to play, but this one just looks really nice. Like the snow falling, the details of the snowflakes close and far away, and actually seeing them hitting the ground and settling. Just looks really well detailed, and I love it. Apart from the fact there's no clouds in the sky for them to fall out of. But it just looks really nice. I like the detail of this level. I gave you my heart and then some. I'm going to be singing that in my head over and over. I think there's another one with no emotion again. When you actually breathe ice on him, he goes like, brr, I don't know why, but I feel really cold. Feel really horny. Sorry. Hold on.
I knew we should have bought the automated laser defense system.
Oh, I know. I should have probably spoken to him already there. I didn't listen to that dialogue first today. I just jumped straight into it. I knew we should have bought that rotten bear. Did we speak to that guy at the start after melting the ice cube? Oh, I thought I saw a gem behind there. I thought I could have sworn I'd been around here several times, but I missed the gem somehow. But I didn't miss the gem, so that's okay. I'm pretty sure he says, when I get my hands on that rotten bear, oh, I'll slap him silly. Oh, flippin'. Flippers. Flippin'. Flippers. I will slap your butt with my flippers. Spank 'em silly. Sorry, I'm just getting very intimate now. I'm like, oh, the karaoke challenge is not that hard. You can lose it a few times, but it's fun to do at least, and also it doesn't take a lot of time to do if you have to keep redoing it. But yeah, the karaoke is not too bad. I don't think I've ever really had much trouble with the karaoke. But it was just the Bentley challenge I used to find really difficult. And the skill point's pretty tricky to get too. But if you sort of develop a technique on how to get the challenge done fast enough, then that's okay. But if you happen to win the round and not get a skill point, I think you actually have to come back to level later to try again. Because if you win the battle and you come back to see Bartholomew later, say, oh, I just remembered that I left my ball at so-and-so's house the other day. No hard feelings, eh? At least you got an egg or something like that. But you can't actually go back to fight again. He just leaves straight after that when you go back to his challenge, like Bentley challenge. Like Bartholomew just tells you found his egg and found his ball, and then just sends you away again, so you don't get a chance to restart that challenge.
If you had something to
Eustace and I were using our laser defense system or something. I'm not sure. I can't even remember, but I remember one of the other penguins say something like Eustace and I. I gave you my heart and then some. Oh, damn, he got me. Oh, bitch. Bro! I believe these guys actually are pretty rude. If you stand around them near enough, they actually taunt you by flashing their butt at you. Like, I think some of the Norks from Peacekeeper's Homeworld did that in Spyro 1. And look. Look. Or I'd have to let him hit me for it to work. Hang on. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, that was a waste of time. I'm pretty sure he does flash his bum at you. Hang on. Do I have to stand back for it to work? No. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure they do. Maybe it's just certain ones. I'll just melt him now and get the gem. I'm not sure if he'll respawn though once we've done Bentley challenge. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. I definitely remember this level a lot from back in primary school because I used to find this level very hard actually, but it's not difficult at all. I remember this level being my least favourite in this Homeworld, but now it's just, what's it called? Lost Fleet. Because I still don't like that level that much. But it's alright, I like the basic collecting in that. But I think this level is actually one of the ones I really like now, because this one's actually pretty basic. But again, I have to remember to get everything at the top of the ceilings, around the ledges of buildings and that, to be very thorough with this level. So here we go. We're going to attempt to get a skill point with Bentley.
Ah, Spyro.
The gloves are off.
Just received word from my little brother. He appears to be having some trouble with a Yeti.
With a Yeti? I think the only level with a Yeti in it in the previous game was Colossus. And he was seeming to be a boss, but he doesn't allow us to kill him. I was sounding like he was telling me to listen there, so I actually stopped for a second. But yeah, I think you remember, like, the Yeti in Colossus, he was very difficult, honestly. He was so much hard work. That dumb Yeti took my bollock. I told him to give it back, but you'd kick his ass. But he wouldn't listen, okay.
Oh, I know you do it. Go and show him not to mess with us.
He's a horrible brother. He actually has to go if you get wrong. Try and block his punch. Try and block his. Oh, I don't know. He didn't say that very clearly. But I'm one to talk. I'm not a very clear talker either. As I say, I'm one to talk. I'm not a very clear talker. Press the X button for a body blow. Button for the big hungry. Oh, the big hungry must be the circle button then. Well, it just says there it's a circle button. What am I about? But yeah, triangle is to block. And there we go. Like I was saying earlier on, the circle button is quite a powerful button. Like, see how much it takes off him. Like in the second, I think this is a 2-round match, but the second one's a 3-round match, and he actually takes a lot more hits than that one. But if you want a higher chance of getting the skill point, I would just keep shielding and just keep pressing circle over and over, just chance it and just let it hit him whenever it happens to hit him. If he's going to block a few times, but just keep doing it randomly and just hope it hits him most of the time because it's the most effective attack to do. Because I found it took me several attempts to actually get a skill point the other day because he just punches me over and over and I can never do anything fast enough because he is just so slow, Bentley. Whereas the Yeti is just much faster at throwing his attacks and I could never get an attack in fast enough. But I noticed when I kept pressing circle over and over, it just worked fine.
Wait a minute, this isn't my ball.
It just isn't my ball. Is something like, you should kick his butt again, make him give me my ball back or something like that. But if you lose the round, he's like, you lost! Some brother you are! I'm never going to see my ball again, am I? He's very rude if you lose, honestly. I'm like, well, go fuck yourself then, if that's your attitude. I'm trying my best here. Ale Alejandro, Ale Alejandro. Lady Gaga's born.
Go back and kick his butt again. Make him give me my ball back.
Make me give him my ball bag. Ball bag. Off. Yes.
It'll be a 3-round match, and when you win,
don't let him send you off with another stupid egg. Gosh, I actually associate Spyro Year the Dragon a lot with back when I was in primary school and high school. I used to quite often just play this after school. Whenever I got home, I would just play it for fun in my living room just to chill out, or my bedroom. I just used to enjoy playing games like this, Medieval. I used to love playing PS1 when I got home from school when I was younger. It's just so relaxing to play it with friends as well that I don't really see much of these days. I don't have a lot of my friends back from when I was in primary school left, apart from Alex. She still likes Spyro and all that, and a lot of the PS1 classics, but we mostly just both like Spyro. She probably likes other stuff I don't know in that, but I think she likes Tarzan too. Yes, I'm going to try and focus on getting the skill point, because this one is a bitch to get, and I have to make sure I get at least over half his life bar gone to even stand a chance of winning him round 2, or just whip his ass in round 2, because his life actually tops up. So make sure you get well over half, so that it probably tops up like to halfway when we're in the next round. So try and get a bit over halfway, so when his health tops up, it only tops up to like halfway across. That's what I say, sorry. See, circle seems to be very effective. Seems to be what's helped me out the most with getting this trophy. Skill point. There we go. And he's almost lost all his health right now. So if I beat him around 2, we'll get skill point. You're doing great. Thanks for your support now. But it's only for your benefit, because you get very pissed off if we lose. And yeah, this challenge used to remind me a lot in Iron Slugger. I just don't know. I know it's nothing I like, but it's just because, with me being a fan of Medieval 2 and all that, I just always associate these two levels, like Iron Slugger in this one. And seeing the fairy spinning around with the actual cards, seeing what round it is, you get Kia walking across looking all slutty and sexual. Well, the PS1 version of slutty and sexual, holding the cards. Come on. Yes, in one attempt. Awesome. Skill point. Amazing.
Hey,
oh, shut the fuck up.
it's just an another stupid
I know, I'm glad that this is all I'm getting because A, I don't give a shit about your ball. All I want is eggs. And Rico did I can't think of a name called Rickard. But yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that it was a ball we were going to get back from him, and it wasn't, is it his cousin? I can't remember. He says something like, "Oh, I gave it to my cousin Nigel" or something like that. No hard feelings. Listen.
Oh, I found my ball. I'd forgotten I lent it to Eugene yesterday.
Oh, Eugene. Sorry.
Well done, right?
Oh, I wish we could just punch him or hit him with our, what's it called right now? Our big club. But no, we can't. It's so tempting though. Something though, right? No hard feelings though, right? Oh, I was just so annoyed at him there because I think you're kind of maybe though. Because technically he's wanting us to help him out of the goodness of our heart and not get something in return, so yeah, but I'm glad we got 2 eggs for doing that. So now we've not got much level left to go because this level's actually pretty short. We just got the cat hockey to go, which is a lot of fun, and I think Moneybags is very passionate about the cat hockey behind things, because if we say I think he's kind of sarcastic with it though, because if you say no when he offers to let you into the cat hockey for a small fee of some kind, he's like, "Oh my gosh, you'll think back when you're old and grey," or something like that, I wish I took up that one opportunity to see ice hockey or something like that. But he says something very sarcastically that I just absolutely love. Also, you may have noticed I never actually went inside that what's it called, magnifying glass thing, because we don't actually need that one. We just need it for defeating the elephants, which you could just easily charge. Unless, I don't actually know. You don't really need it for anything really, apart from to flame those elephants. There's literally no need for that torch up there. Right, now let's see. Actually no, before we do the part with the cat hockey, I'm going to just get the remaining gems first. Well, not the remaining gems, because the gems that are remaining are at the very end of the level, but the glitch, because the very end of the level is where the cat hockey is, but to get the glitch I won't be actually at the end of the level, so I have to glide behind the portal, so Jasper! Horace! Jasper the Stone is very gorgeous, darling. Oh, I'm missing a gem down there! God. Luckily, I actually was trying to land on that ledge, but luckily it didn't work because I needed that gem. Well, while I'm here, I might as well just get these gems, because I want to know for sure I've got them all by the time I actually get them all. Oh, saying that's more here. Saying I thought it was more, but that's more here, Missy, sorry. There we got all the gems already. This level has felt very short. 600 at 600. Last Christmas I gave you my heart and then some. Right, so here's the glitch here. What we have to do is glide from here to these little ledges that are on the wall, and just keep jumping from each one to the other until we eventually make it round to the back of the cat hockey portal, and then we just glide over to the cat hockey portal and just glide into behind it, really. I'm sorry my grammar's a bit all over the place. There we go. It usually just doesn't take me that long to get on top of that ledge, but it just took me a few tries there, sorry. It's a bit fidgety to do this one, because you have to glide just far enough to land on the box and then just sort of stop gliding like that every few seconds. You can sort of see outside the boundaries of the level that they just sort of, it's weird how behind the textures there's nothing there, but you can see them from the front, which is weird how there's like no back to them but there's a front, which is, I don't know, because you can see right through to that building from behind it, but from the other side you can't see through to the other side. It's just weird. I don't know how that sort of textures work, but there we go, we're here now. So I hope I actually timed this perfectly. I've never actually failed this once I've actually gotten here. Every time I've jumped from here around to the portal, I've actually always done this right, but I hope I don't like jump you know what I mean, glide too late that I'm too below the portal or something. So there we go, awesome. NASA's gotten into the cat hockey for free, and I don't think I will pay money back because there's no cutscene for actually freeing them, and also like there's nothing to free here from Moneybags, and we won't get a cutscene anyway. So what I was going to say was, what here is funny quote anyway if you say no. So
I challenged a Rhinox
error.
traditional game of
There's been a
cat
computer
hockey,
error.
but I think I sprained my flipper during training. Would you mind taking my place?
Oh yes, and I think this is the game that I originally learned the word sprained from, because I didn't know sprained meant like you've temporarily damaged your ankle or something like that. But excuses, excuses. He's too lazy to play himself, so he wants me to win his points, and then he'll expect to claim the treasure. Sorry.
Great. Freeze the cats and push them into my goal to score.
Goal to score. Push them into my rotten bear. So this is the last couple of eggs to get, and then that's us done.
Frozen Otis, Spyro. On behalf of the Ice Fairies, we would like to the world, yeah.
So these cats look really adorable, but they're like fat and don't look like cats, but they still look good. They don't look like cats though, honestly. They look like fluffy pigs with cat teeth. They look like, I don't know, a cat and pig had sex and then had a bestiality baby. Oh, that's a bit deep. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, fly away then. We can flame the Rhinoc to buy some time, but he seems to be whipping my ass right now. So this challenge is relatively not that hard, but it's possible to lose it if you just get a bit unlucky, which I'm seeming to be right now. Go screw yourself. So, just stay frozen. I'm putting you into my goal so that you're nowhere near your one to get any scores. There we go. Dun dun. Oh, I got one. Okay. I wonder if they could just happen to walk into your goal and you don't have to freeze them at all. I was gonna say flame, but it's not technically flame we've got right now. So yeah, he scored. Sorry.
You should ask for a rematch. I think that guy sprayed catnip in his goal.
The catnip in his goal. Either that or I just suck.
Great.
Surely your ankle's bit by now.
And push them into
Or
my
flipper.
goal
So.
to score.
Yeah, it's taken me a few times to get younger, but it's not that hard now. Just poor cat's just been tumbled about there. Such animal cruelty. There's a lot of animal cruelty in this game, killing those poor adorable little followers, and they're using cats in a bingo machine, those things. I gave you my heart and then some. But this challenge is actually relatively fun. I'll try and, I don't know. There's not much point for them, it's too time consuming. I might as well just try and score myself. And, see, I hate ice in games like this because it's just, you can't move so precise. I mean, if you move left a bit too much and then turn right, you're still partly skidding left when you're trying to move right. Like, it takes a while to adjust to which direction he's moving. There we go, don't you... No, he's got 3 there! Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, freeze him and push him in my direction so that he's nowhere near his goal. Okay, hang on. Get out of your skull. There we go. I could actually charge from that angle, and don't you dare. I see... No! No, you're not getting scored. I'm wanting this. I'm wanting this. I like how at least he can't ice me, and oh my god, his face there. It's like, So, technically, I was just thinking right now, this is the last world with Rhinocs in it, apart from Agent 9's lab. That's the only level in the next Homeworld that has any Rhinocs, but for some reason there's just no more Rhinocs in the game after this Homeworld. Even though the Rhinocs are the enemies that are technically the sorcerers and soldiers, but there's just no Rhinocs after this level. And there's dinosaurs. By this level, I just mean this Homeworld, sorry. I meant this level as a whole, like I meant like the Homeworld's levels. He's still beating me, no matter how much oh. I'm just getting unlucky on camera again, honestly. I didn't do bad at this challenge at all last time I tried. I did it in one attempt. I'm trying to cram too many in at once, but I hate it whenever I keep happening to score at the same time as him. I'm like, no, I have to do better than you. Stop doing just as well as me. Oh, he's gonna score. You suck. You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. You really suck.
Ask for a rematch.
You should ask for catnip in his goal. Great. Oh yeah, I think the egg in this level is actually not got, well, it's got a dragon inside it, but it's different to others in the game. This one's called Bata, and actually it doesn't have like reused animations like the other ones from other levels, because you know you get reuse of the cartwheel in that. Yeah, this one actually is born looking like a sheep, but then it sort of takes off its sheep suit, and there we go, it's a dragon, so it's a pretty neat one, that. Oh. Grind it loud. So, what should I say? I think this, I probably prefer this level to Icy Peak. This is my favourite ice level in the game. But I'd say Icy Peak probably has more catchy music, but this one's still kind of good. It's just a bit more mellow than the one from Icy Peak. This one's got more of a relaxing feel to it. I still like it though. But I find it easier to find much more upbeat tunes catchy. And I am beating him by 3 points, so this is a good sign. And oh, there's one right next to my... Oh, but whenever it reflects off of the side of my goal, it just bumps back really far, so it's really annoying. Like that, see? Come on, get in there. Okay, I'm at 4 now. Sorry, I thought he was trying to beat me there. Oh, there's one. Already frozen. Pre-frozen. Frozen peas. Frozen cats. Frozen bacon. They look like pigs.
Done. I think you deserve to keep the Champions Cup.
I do indeed. I would say trophy more like, because it looks nothing like a cup. Bah. Very scaly looking unhollow cup. So I just think that's pretty cool. You should ask for a rematch.
You gave that Rhinox such a drubbing.
He's retired from the sport for good, yeah. Is that all the eggs from the level? It is not. What eggs am I missing? Well, it looks like an even number, so I think it's all the eggs. Melt the snowman. Oh! I never got the eggs from melting all the snowmen. I think we're supposed to go back to what's his name for the egg.
Say, Spyro, you're a sport.
Oh no, we haven't gone to any level. We're getting egg there.
Know, Frozen Altars is the birthplace of the great sport of cat hockey.
Cat
Today's
hockey.
match is sold out, of course, but I just happen to have a spare ticket that I'll sell you for, say, a teensy
Fee.
markup.
Oh, I think it's a small fee. But if you say no, it's so fun. It's like I would have just wished that one opportunity in my life I would have taken off or something like that. Listen to him.
Off you go then. But you'll
He's so dramatic about it. Listen.
Many years from now, you'll sit on your old dragon haunches and wish with all your might that you could have just one more chance to see a game of cat hockey.
I just love that. But we're not going to pay him this time. But one thing I do like about this level, I like how even though it's an ice level, that quite often ice levels are just mostly blue and white and all that. But there is other colours in this level, like the bricks and the walls. It looks rather temple-y, this level actually. Like all those rather pyramid-looking buildings and the patterns on them. Patterns on the walls are all different colours. But I also like how there's different elements of like rooms like this, full of different artifacts on the walls and that. It just looks really nice. But yeah, we're just gonna get the last egg right now. And
thanks for helping out, Spyro. Why don't you take this? The Rhinox were trying to fry it with a laser.
With a
but
laser.
You stopped them just in time.
Yeah, sure I did. I remember when I was younger, I was just thinking, no, I probably didn't. Like, you stopped just in time, like, that's not like me. I'm usually always late at everything. But this egg I'm just making here sounds very I think, I have a feeling that when I see it, it's going to be something very familiar to me. I can't remember. No, okay, maybe not. I just, somehow, that egg just seemed like, if I see it, I'm going to think of a name. When I see that name, I'm going to think of a name that I know who has that same name or has a second name that goes with that name, but no, it didn't dawn on me. But that's 6 out of 6 eggs, 101 Dalmatians, eggs. But, yes, that's completed Frozen Altars. Last Christmas I gave you heart and then some, sorry. Oh, there we go, we're getting a second cutscene now. Oh, we got 2 cutscenes in this Homeworld. Usually we just get 1 and then 1 at the end, but you get 2 cutscenes in this Homeworld. Step right up. Oh, and there we go, she automatically whacked off her cloak and that's her in different clothes now.
Did you bring any chips?
Chips?
I'm sorry this happened.
I remember seeing a YTP of Spyro a while back where they said chips.
I had to help Spyro rescue the eggs.
Step right
You
up.
just don't understand.
Step
If we
right
don't bring
up.
dragons back to this world soon, all our magic
Step
will be
right up.
lost.
The dragons used to live here?
Yes. This was their original
She
home.
didn't
But
realize.
a long time ago, the sorceress banished them to the other side of the world. She didn't realize the dragons were the source of all our magic.
She's still a bitch though.
Maybe I could convince the dragons to come back.
She just wants their
You let
wings
me
for
go?
soup. They make a very good soup. You let me go. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Apparently, there's a cutscene where you get you idiotic, worthless fool. That cutscene, you only get it in the Great Sets version, but that's actually not true. I saw it in a skill point. I think it was a skill point video. No, it was a cheats video. But I'm not going to go at the guy for it. He was just going from what he heard. But it's actually not true because I always remember that soundtrack. I mean, that cutscene from when I was younger. That cutscene is actually in the PAL version, the you idiotic, worthless fool one. But what was I going to say there? I think I already said everything I was going to say. But yeah, Bianca and Hunter are sort of forming a bit of a relationship now. Yeah, I used to think when I was younger, I was like, oh my god, romance. So the only remaining level we've got to do right now is Charmed Ridge. But I'll be right back to that in just a moment because I really need the loot. BRB. Here we are guys, about to start Charmed Ridge, which seems to have the same skybox as Town Square from Spyro 1, I think. Looks a lot like it, anyway, do you think? But, actually no, I'll not speak yet because we're forced to talk to someone at the very start of this level without even moving, so...
Spyro, we urgently need your help.
The evil cat wizards of Felinia have stormed our
What's a nice
castle
name?
and captured our princess. If we don't stop them right away, they'll force her to marry Prince Azrael.
What a convenient name as well, Selenia, because it relates to the theme of the level, and also it's a very nice name. Also, these fairies do actually look identical to Zoe, but with different textures and colours in them and everything, but I used to think they looked bigger somehow. Charm Ridge. Oh, I love a soundtrack, actually, it's a really good soundtrack. This is one of my top favourites in the game, but it's not quite as high as Fireworks Factory and Lofty Castle on it, but this is actually a really good soundtrack. I used to love this one in this game. This is actually my second favourite level in this Homeworld alongside Fireworks Factory. Like, they're my two favouriteest ones. But the level itself used to give me a lot of hassle when I was younger. I used to almost be in tears of the stress and frustration of this level, just because I used to just find it so annoying. But oh, get out of it. There we go. Oh, and yeah, I always remember that Rhinoc does not give us a gem for some reason. Like, I've noticed it every time. I thought it was a glitch, but no, that Rhinoc just doesn't give us a gem, so there's no reason to defeat that Rhinoc. Also, you can actually make it to the end of the level from the very start, but you don't actually get anything for it. Like, that door doesn't open up for you to progress back through the level from the end to the beginning, because that cat wizard's actually keeping the door shut. And also, for some reason, Prince Azrael isn't here right now. He doesn't come until later. But when I was younger, I used to die an awful lot trying to get these lives, and it turns out that's not the way you're meant to get them. Well, you could, but you could die in the process. I think I did eventually get them when just being lucky, but there's actually a much easier way to get those lives. But more to the point, I want to talk about the plot of this level. It's a bit different to other levels, because in every level we're trying to help out like good people, like people who are having their home overrun by evil villains and such. But in this level, we're actually helping out a bunch of feminist fairies who hate this man that Princess Amy is actually about to marry. They're like, oh, we have to stop the princess from marrying that loser Princess Royale. Mixing, he's so lame. Patriarchy. I hate all men. But technically, Amy is actually consented to marrying Azrael. She wants to marry him, so they're actually eloping because the fairies won't let them get married. So the fairies are actually the bad guys in the story, and that's actually quite different. And yeah, I left the vases there. And that's another reason why this level always reminded me so much in Shrek, just because of the fairy taleness behind it. Because of Jack and the Beanstalk, the frogs level, like, you know, the princess and the pea, is that right? Princess and frog, or something like that. The frogs with the crowns on them, and also, what else? Yeah, the fact that this kingdom is wanting the princess to marry this one prince, but the princess actually wants to marry who's considered the ugly one. And that's kind of like the story of Shrek, because the princess wants to marry Shrek, but it's being forced to marry Princess Charming, and I'm emphasising Shrek 2 here. And that's why this level used to always remind me so much in Shrek. And actually, I really like the detail of this random bush just sitting here in a level just full of green, and there's a random yellow bush just fending this part off here. It just makes it feel more forest-like, this level. It's a very charmed fairy tale sort of level.
If we don't get to the castle right away, the princess will be forced to marry that loser Prince Azrael.
Marry that loser Prince Azrael. You're such a feminist. Go back in the kitchen, you bitch. Sorry. The loser Prince Azrael. Oh, this is a very charmed ridge, darling. Also, we actually see various allies in this level. You know how in other levels we just get one type of ally, like in, for example, Sunnyvale, it's all Roman bears, and in Spyro, it's all of those same little characters with little spiry heads. In this level, we help out a pink princess fairy, we help out various green dressed fairies, and we help out a cat, technically, and we also help out Jack and the Beanstalk. So we help out very good variety of people here. But the enemies of this level used to sort of catch me off guard when I was younger because I was dumb. You can actually get these cat wizards who cause you a lot of hassle in this level. They either enlarge in the enemies. If they enlarge in the armoured enemies, you can't hurt them, so you have to make sure you defeat the cat wizard in order to be able to charge the armoured enemies. But if they enlarge in the big, just clothed enemies that are just wearing like normal clothes, you can flame them to kill them. But you have to kill the cats in order to be able to defeat the armoured Rhinocs. And there is actually a way to get up on this, what looks like a chess piece sort of tower, without actually doing the level properly, but I'm not going to do it right now because when I played this with Alex in my old Let's Play before that one was cancelled, I did it several times, and I even got lots of game overs trying to do this because I died so many times trying to make that jump, but it's not worth it, so I'll just leave it till later. And I still do now. I think you just have to sort of glitch out this chess piece because it literally moves in perfect sync with you, this chess piece, so it's just really hard to fill it into dropping before swerving around it. There we go, that's it. You have to fill it into thinking you're past it before. Okay, I can't. Sometimes I can get past it straight away, and sometimes I just can't figure out a sequence of getting past it. There we go. You just have to wait for it to drop and sort of assume you're going past it, and when it drops, just make your pass then. But I don't know an actual technique for getting past it. Right. So... Oh no, wait, no, we can't go up there yet. And I don't know a way of skipping moneybags level. That's what it was! It's a method of skipping moneybags going up that way on that tower, because you can get past those steps by going over to that tower from that tower, back through that cave, working around there, which leads you up to above those stairs. So you don't need to pay moneybags, but it's really risky to do that one, so I'm going to pay moneybags.
Well, Spyro, today is your lucky day. The wizards and I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps and let you pass.
A small toll? 600 is not small, you little bitch.
You have chosen wisely, Spyro. I'll tell the wizards to raise the steps
immediately.
And best of luck rescuing that princess. Or whatever it is you're up to.
Oh, shut up, you little turd. Well, I always think the cats sounded really funny in this level when you hit them, because they scream in such a derpy sort of way, like I think Jacksepticeye, when he did his Let's Play this level the other day, he did a very good impression of them, but I just used to always laugh at how stupid they sounded. They don't sound like cats, I don't know what sort of noise they're making. It sounds like a cross between a scream and a drain pipe going all squeaky. I don't know, it just sounds really weird. I used to always laugh at it. And also, this soundtrack from this level, I remember back when I used to listen to soundtrack a lot, I wanted to use it in one of my YTPs, and actually use this in one of my bottom YTPs, which is actually one of the ones that aren't blocked, because, yeah, blocked bottom, yeah, haha. But, I get a lot of YTPs that blocked me on their channel because copyright's a bitch, but, yeah, this went to one of my South YTP, and it went to my introduction, and someone in the comment down below, and I think it was Jamie Wallace, said that the music at the beginning sounded very funny, because it didn't fit with the show or something like that, but I actually just really like the soundtrack, and I quite often use Spyro intros and outros to my YTPs. It seems Benjamin thinks there's something odd about drinking one's own pee-wee. And that was a reference to League of Gentlemen, and I always make a reference every time I see that dragon. Oh, and there's 2 skill points in this level. And I just like how I remember to say that there's feminist fairies in this level. They're radical feminists too. They're like, we hate all men. She's going to marry a loser man. We want her to be a lesbian like us. Apart from the one that's turned to their dark side and is fallen in love with the bestiality of a bird. Something like that. One of them is actually in love with Sergeant Bird, but she's still a feminist with him too, because she expects him to bend over backwards for her. She's like, we were supposed to be on our date an hour ago. I'm like, bitch, I'm only an hour late. Then she's like, well, to make it up to me, go and do this really annoying challenge of defeating cat wizards. But there's 2 skill points level, like I mentioned just a minute ago, but I didn't say what they were. This one is not that difficult, just something that you wouldn't think to figure out usually. Most 7. Little mole, big mole from EastEnders. Now, I didn't actually figure this. I didn't figure out this one when I was younger. I had to figure it out by looking up a video of skill points from this game on YouTube, because I wanted to know where they all were. And there's actually one by just gliding onto this tower, and it's not a difficult one, like I said. It's just one that you wouldn't think of doing really, because it just looks empty, this tower. And there we go, just gliding to it gives you a skill point, just like gliding on top of the idol head. Because sometimes you don't always see items from far away until you're closer up, so some people may think to glide to that tower thinking there's some gems on it, and it turns out that there's a skill point. And yay! I got past that without having to wait for it to stomp down first, or did it stomp down? I'm not actually sure. So that you have very little amount of time to jump on the stairs, so once you hear them actually beaming another thing, the lights, just jump up straight away, because they let you give you just enough time, no more, to jump up the stairs. There we go, see? Charmed rich. I always say that at that point in the tune. Charmed rich. When I was younger, I used to be so stupid. I always say charmed rich, like charmed rich. They're like charmed rich. Oh, charmed rich. But this level does look very nice though. It's a very long one, this level. Like, there's a lot to do in this one. But these cats are evil. Once you defeat them all, the level is less booby trappy. But by this point in the game, there's like obstacles everywhere to make sure you have to avoid and everything. So they always fire those little star particles at you. They're always moving objects, stopping stairs from letting you pass, and oh, it's just annoying. I come to think, but I didn't defeat those ones up there, so I'm still gonna have trouble climbing these stairs. And the whole door's closed. They keep moving steps and everything. So they're just a nightmare. Like, there's one over there that's moving those steps. And they'll keep changing the size of enemies, making the metal ones, the armoured ones, impossible to defeat. Yeah, I forgot to go through this. Literally, its only purpose is actually to just defeat these guys. And there's nothing else you really need that for right now. And you just have to fire one as well. Well, it can kind of come in useful for this one, I suppose, since he's already there. But yeah, it runs down fast, so I'm assuming they didn't expect you to use it for long. Oh, I didn't hit him? I could have sworn I was in perfect aim. So which challenge do I dislike more? I think we might actually just do the Jack and the Beanstalk challenge just because it's closer. And we'll get that one out of the way first. And because I'm older and I can figure out patterns better now, this challenge is actually not hard at all these days. But when I was younger, I was so terrible with figuring out patterns. And it used to take me forever to do the climbing the mountain challenge to find the golden goose. So I just think it's weird, like, having an extra NPC and a level that we have to help out, as well as the default NPCs for the default mission. So, here we go. There's no time to lose. Alicia Dixon. It's actually not all the same fairy. You see the fairy moving to its next point in this level. So, like, you see her moving over to the other area that we speak to another fairy, but it has a different name every time we speak to her. Oh. Either that or they just sort of disappear, I don't know. But it's weird. The allies that we help out in this level are not the allies we see at the balloon later on. We actually see Princess Amy at the balloon later on, and we only see her at the very end of this level saying, I really want to marry Prince Azrael, and the other fairies won't let us marry, so we're going to elope. And actually, I didn't know what elope meant when I first played this game, so I didn't know what they meant by elope. I thought they meant, like, we're going to marry. I thought it was just like another word for marry, but elope means that you'll have to leave your country in order for it to be legal for you to marry, or allowed, or something like that. Which is why a lot of people who are gay elope, so they can, like, get married in places like here. Apart from America is actually legal now to get married, so yeah. I didn't know by the time I played this game what elope meant, but it makes sense now. There's a golden goose at the top of this here mountain. I want to be the first one to the top so I can grab it.
According to legends,
Jack,
there's a golden
what
goose
else?
at the top of this here mountain. I want to be the first person to the top so I can grab it.
Jack and the Beanstalk, but there's no references to giants or beanstalks or anything. Instead we get super something grows seeds from a bear with a bag of gems.
I just bought some Insta-Sprout Ultra Super Grow seeds from a bear with a bag of gems. He said they were magic, but I can't make them do anything. You can have a couple if you like.
You look like a little wee midget from Rugrats. Like an adult who looks like a baby. I mean, honestly, he does. And I like the actual little detail of the frogs actually wearing crowns as level, just like a reference to the fairy tale of Princess and the Frog. Yeah, this is clearly like influenced by fairy tales this level, which is really good. I do like that. So we get yellow and red seeds, and the yellow ones plant a daisy, and others plant a bouncy mushroom. So if you wanted to bounce onto a ledge that's higher up, you're probably best putting a mushroom. And if you want to jump up onto a lower ledge, just jump on one of these. Or if you want to go onto this ledge, plant this here so that you can actually jump to the mushroom, because the mushrooms are too high to jump on from just the ground. So you have to place this here to give you a bit of leverage to go up to the mushroom. Press the mushroom and go onto that. But yeah, when I was younger, it took me forever to figure out. And what the hell? That was stupid. It would have been weird if the... I mean, it would have been cool if the gold goose actually gave us a gold dragon egg. I don't know, it would have been quite funny, but obviously that's not going to happen. Oh, we have to re-talk to you.
According to legends.
Shut up. Give me those seeds, bitch. I need the seed, eh? Got to spread my seed. Sorry. But what was I going to say? Oh, Charmed Ridge. I was meant to say something there, but I completely forgot what I was saying. Actually, it wasn't something I was talking about, it was something I was going to mention, sorry. I just remembered right now. It's the golden goose. I used to think when we found it, we could either, like, flame it and it would, like, jump or something. I thought it would have, like, an animation that it, like, recognizes being hurt. Or we could actually flame it and it would turn into, like, a cooked chicken or something, I don't know. But I thought it could work out as a fodder or something like that. But he says something like, that's the ugliest goose I've ever seen. But he says that about the dragon, not the other goose, come think of it. But, yeah, also I remember, like, Jack's actually very annoying because he acts like he's actually made the effort to reach the top of the hill, and we've clearly had to plant all these seeds to work our way up out of a pattern, whereas he has extra super hop boots and manages to hop his way up. Like, he's not even moving up right now, but he's automatically up there by the time we are. He's acting like, oh my god, I'm keeping up a good pace alongside you, whereas I'm like, no, damn it, I'm clearly making more of an effort. And for some reason he, like, hops up from this angle out of nowhere. But he's all the way down here right now, not moving at all. And that gate's actually shut right now, but that will open up once we've done the challenge. Like, that's actually where we have to reach, is the top of that tower, and there's actually a thing of boards on top of the tower that we have to head back into and fall into that room. And then that's when that gate will open. So we'll just, actually no. way to have this up around. Like that. You can even see that the red seeds bounce and already have spots on them. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this music's amazing. I love it. It is charming music. It's a very suited soundtrack for the level's title. Wow, you'd think it would fit through that. I wonder, can we actually fire that over there from up here? Just to save us a few trips. Oh, okay, no then. We probably could actually. Can I try that again? I'm actually going to try and aim higher because I think it might be possible to just to save us a couple of trips. Dun, Charmed Ridge. Nah. Well, we'll try the lower ledge to see if that'll work. I'm quite adamant to see if this will work, actually. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, well, no, we'll just do it normally. That's fine. It's not that big a deal. It's just weird how the plant doesn't so much burn down, it sort of ungrows and lives a backward life by being set on fire. Time starts going backwards. You've got time travel powers, Spyro, just by merely breathing fire on whatever you want to alter the time of. And I always have a joke in mind, but I never say it well. So here we are. He'll act like he made the effort to jump up here just as we did, whereas pretty much he lets us do all the work and then he just teleports out of nowhere. Boom! Oh gosh, what were the chances of me making up here at the same time as you? Oh bitch. At least you give us an egg for it.
I found this egg on
Don't
the
pant,
way
you're
up
tired.
here. I think it was laid
By a golden goose.
We'll have to keep going. We're almost to the top.
It's weird how he shows bias towards these dragons. He only calls the other one ugly. Shelly, Sheldockle. I know a couple of Shelly. Well, I know a couple of Shellys from school.
You've been doing great so far. Why don't you take 2 more seeds?
Why don't you take them and shove them up your ass? Sorry. He looks so babyish though. He looks a bit like a doll of some kind. Like an old-fashioned fairy tale doll you get. Like, what's his name? Oh, Piper thing. Tom Thumb? No, that's not it. He's some guy from a fairy tale. He was also in Laurel and Hardy March of the Wooden Soldiers, but that's not where he's originally from, because that was also another fairy tale movie of Laurel and Hardy, which had fairy tale characters in it. But I just can't remember what his name was. Tom Tom or something like that. And he looks a lot like him, but he looks like an old-fashioned sort of fairy tale doll with those button eyes. So, oh, don't forget Missile's gems. But yeah, I think that skybox is definitely town square, and we actually have to jump back down to get. You'll flame that, and we replace that with. Actually, no, that's a load of crap. I'm like, but I'm actually trying to remember what we do here. There we go. I didn't think to do that originally. I think I should do that differently. Like that. Or do I? Maybe. Oh no, I do that the same way, but I think I cocked up there and I didn't pick up the seed. Sorry. But still, I saved. It was saved. I managed to save myself from something. I don't know. I couldn't think of where I was going with that sentence. It's saved. Save the game. Charmed Ridge. I used to often, you know how I tell you whenever I used to listen to game soundtracks, I would often make up my own little stupid lyrics along to just casually off the top of my head and just sound stupid. But in this, literally all I did was go like, Charmed Ridge, Charmed Ridge. I would always make the Charmed Ridge tunes like Charmed Ridge, Charmed Ridge, Charmed Ridge. Something like that. That was very satisfying, just putting all the gems here. And we're also almost at the end of this challenge now, and we just have the Sergeant Bird Cat Wizard challenge, and that's like 4 phases, and you get like one with a certain amount of cats, or is it 3 cats? No, 3 phases or 4. Well, I know in the last phase you get like a pit of blue ooze, and also they fire these beams at you, making it a lot more difficult. But it's a skill point in that area, which I actually take advantage of because I don't think I'd get through that challenge without it. And that is for destroying all 4 of the windows. But I make sure to destroy all the windows when I'm actually going really low on health, because you need to make use of health quite well in that area, because it's very easy to die, and if you lose the 4th phase you have to do it from the very beginning again, and it's quite a time consuming challenge to do, so it's very annoying. But I used to find this, even though I found this challenge very hard, it's a very adventurous challenge to do, just making it to the top of a tower, just getting all excited about what your reward could be, just like, oh, what could this treasure be? So, pretty much, yeah, we do find the golden goose. So that's quite awesome. And, aha, I just remembered now what it is I do. Yeah, I switched this for a mushroom that I planted a bit back. But yeah, it turns out it's just an egg, it's your treasure, but it's a nice little wee adventure, this. For a kid to play. Just to find out your way up on top of this hill to get some treasure and a reward. It's a nice puzzle. I kind of like Spyro for its variety of puzzles, because some levels do have rather puzzling challenges in them. So there we go. Now we can use we can replace the flower with a mushroom, and then the mushroom will give us better height for getting over to the other one. So I don't know, it's actually possible to do it with just the daisy. No, it didn't work, okay. Sorry. Okay. Like press X at the same time, there we go. That gives you a little bit of leverage. Okay, bounce again. Awesome! Oh, where did that gem come from? I'm pretty sure there was none near. He's not a golden goose, he's just a very light yellow.
At last,
he's not shining.
Found the legendary
golden goose.
You can have another one of its eggs for a souvenir.
So no wonder the fairies in Charmed Ridge won't help us out with the rocket, because they clearly seem too high class and they were spoiled as children to bother with helping out and being good Samaritans and stuff like this. See, look. Hey, he's got rather dragon scaling looking feathers, especially on his head. That's what you gotta say.
That's the ugliest goose I've ever seen.
Shut up. That is the ugliest chicken I've ever seen. Technically a rehashed joke, but with a different creature. Oh, it could have been cool if you did a double head bash for that. Like, you could do another head bash while you're still in the air there. Oh, that was satisfying. So yeah, we'll exit area, just to save the trip down there. It's weird how the portal, when you're actually in the area, is smaller than the one outside the area, because look how big the portal is. Nice and tucked away in here. Thank God the enemies haven't respawned, awesome. Ah yes, and there's another one of those question mark bottles are in this level too. And that's not too difficult to dodge. Oh, shit! Oh, you guys are going to laugh at me now. Sorry, I said that's not too difficult to dodge, just straight away I got hit. I just saw, I was like, there is no time to lose. So something like that. I just saw Princess Azrael going through there with our poor princess, something like that. But I never spoke to him, sorry. Oh, fuck, he never got enlarged and awesome. Got going. Oh, I like this full loop of exploding vases. Oh, I wonder if that explodes next to him will actually hurt him, and no it doesn't, okay. Oh shit, what did I do that for? Oh, damn it. Oh. Did that respond to me charging him? Did I charge him just in time, or did I flame him? Because I think I both charged and flamed him. I couldn't tell what actually got him. Oh, what's that saying? Ooh, lots of green and red gems. Lots of low value gems, and oh, this one casual blue gem sitting among it. And just killing this one cat wizard gets us the final gem for a complete level. And then we get the option to leave, but what the hell? Wonder why that glide didn't work the first time. And there goes Prince Amy.
Oh. Hi, Spyro.
I love his earring.
Prince Azrael, just a dream.
You can see why the fairies don't like him, because he's too manly. Patriarchy.
Married, so we're going to elope. By the way, Azrael says you can have this egg if...
Don't tell anyone where we went. Now look at her here, so after she talks, her animations just completely stop. No blinking, no glitzing of her wings, just nothing about her moves right now, and I've always noticed that. She's just completely still, she's got no animations right now at all. And this is the only time we see her in the level, but she's actually the person who helps us with the rocket back in Evening Lake. And come to think of it, the cat wizards in this look slightly not cattish. I wonder if that's like the start of the cat race turning into a rather humanoid looking race, but like the cat from Red Dwarf is what I'm referencing here. And oh my god, what a cool motorbike. Sakura. Oh, apparently that is a Japanese word for something. I think it was Alex who taught me that, my friend Alex. Oh, I want that butterfly. You don't deserve it. And they just sort of disappear into the night sky. Oh, I just love that bass. Oh, I just realised I actually still have that. I still have that bottle to do. Oh, for crying out bollocks. Stop it! How come it only works sometimes? Because... There we go. Oh, you have to turn right slightly. Okay. Cow! And there we go. I'm not going to bother hitting that yet because I'm going to do Sergeant Bird's area first to get away. Gling, 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 gling. Oh, fodder. I'm probably going to need that actually. Did I go right past the frog there? I really needed that. Is there any frogs nearby? Because... I will probably do fine with it. I hope. This challenge is a bit iffy, but we'll get through it alright. I think this is our last challenge with Sergeant Bird, come think of it.
Good day, Spyro. I'd like to stay and chat, but I'm late for an engagement with a fairy friend of mine. She's just a friend, you understand. It's a strictly platonic
Yeah, sure. Not bestially. Okay.
It's certainly not a violation of military protocol whatsoever. What are you giving me that look for?
Certainly not sexual violation, sir. I'm giving you that look because... What do you mean, what are you giving me that look for? Look at your eyes. Look at you're just staring at me with that creepy gaze. He's like, what are you giving me that look for? Look at him. I could say the same to him.
Where have you been, James? As a man, you should be respecting women fully, and I should state you for everything, even though you're doing things right in the temple. I'm such a feminist.
Where have you been, James?
Oh, blueberry hair.
We were supposed to meet in the temple an hour ago. And don't give me that
I hate Isabel, this
national
Jezebel.
security line again. I guess it doesn't matter though. The whole temple is full of nasty cat witches anyway.
Yeah, that you're going to be a bitch and let me defeat.
That is,
Make me defeat more like.
to battle the witches.
I don't want to, but I want the egg. But you give me so many phases to this challenge, and then when I lose just one, I go right back to the very beginning. By just one, I mean the fourth one in particular. You literally get nowhere with this challenge. Like, you've made so much effort in this challenge, and the game does not reward you at all if you happen to lose just one phase. The first one's really easy. Just defeat 5 wizards, and all they do to hurt you is do something that I was actually stupid enough to let them do. And they pretty much just have to charge in this one. But the second time, I think they are in different numbers. And then the third, yeah, I think it's only 3 phases. And then the third time, the room has got blue ooze on the floor.
Just for show after all. Well, I just hope your accuracy is better than your punctuality.
So your boobs aren't for show either. So your boobs aren't fake. Lots more witches in the temple. You're telling me this challenge haunted me a lot when I was younger. And yeah, when they fill the floor with blue ooze, they also fire little beams at you. So it's like double difficult, not just a little bit more difficult. Just like going way all out. Insomniac is pretty good for making difficulty with their games. And look at Ratchet & Clank, that games are pretty hard. Oh, come think of it. Destroy it now. Like, destroy all the windows. Oh, no, no. Don't me. Need to get skill point next, I'm running low. Oh, phew. Oh, wait, what? Okay, just get there now, get there. Yes, skill point. There we go. So I've got full life now, so I just have to make sure I lose. Pretty much don't lose a life. Like, I've only got 4 hits until I have to start again.
I must admit,
there we go, we've got one more phase.
This
challenge is a pain in the arse.
And this time they mean business. They
even turned the floor into deadly blue ooze.
Oh, be careful, okay?
I'm going to be careful because I can't afford not to be careful. I'll have to do this all over again. And don't act like you care, otherwise you wouldn't get me to do this all over again. Because, what? Because I failed this once. All the other cats that I have killed have undied? I don't know. It makes more sense to redo the phase instead of just the whole thing. I think the game makers wanted people to be butthurt and get game rage. Right, so long as you can actually, it's pretty easy to avoid their, oh okay, not always, but it's mostly easy to avoid their beams because it takes so much as just firing them with one of your rocket launchers to actually stop it from coming your way. So you don't have to try and avoid them by moving out the way because that would make this challenge a lot harder because Sergeant Bird is a bitch to maneuver. And there's only one more to get and I've got 2 more hits. So, yes! There we go. Had 1 hit remaining, but I did it. Awesome.
I knew you weren't the leader of the hummingbird resistance movement for nothing.
For nothing?
Now we have the temple all to ourselves.
That's a ball on his head.
First, I have a present for you.
I have a present for you. Oh, from the other side, it doesn't look like, well, it does look like an army hat of some kind, but it looks a little bit like a bowl as well. Abby, Downton Abbey. He's got 2 bowls in his horns. What more have you got to say? Oh, imagine there's an extra dialogue saying like, before we start our date, can you get rid of that purple dragon? He's going to ruin everything or something like that. Because you know how butthurt women get when men like bring a friend with them, like out for dinner or something like that, or around to the house. Well, I can imagine if they're going out for dinner, that's understandable because it's meant to be like alone time. But women get so butthurt when you don't spend enough time with them. They're like, Oh, how dare you have friends? Sorry. Nah, I'm only joking, yeah. It's better to level out your time with everyone because it's unfair to ignore people for too long. Oh. Why? Because it just shows people like you and value your time. If they're upset they're not spending time with them, so there we go. The only thing remaining to do in this level is this bottle challenge thing. Now where does this one stop? I think this one stops right at the very beginning level. You know how you get some of them that stop like sort of near the beginning? Like the one that goes Badlands Spyro 2 doesn't stop quite at the beginning. But this one actually stops at not just the beginning of the level, but actually the island that you glide down from as well. This one's quite well tucked away. It's just down here actually, and then it goes over to that little wee island over there, inside that cave more like, sorry. So we have to glide all the way over there, and then glide back out. And there we go, the steps are actually in place now, they're not moving all over the place, because we have defeated the cat wizards. See, the cat wizards were evil actually, come to think of it. We had to fight our way through them, and they were actually hurting us. But yeah, Azrael's different, I'm not sure. But Amy was nice, and she actually helps out with the rocket, and she's marrying who's supposedly a dishbag. So I don't know, is she just in denial about who she's marrying? Or were the fairies a bunch of feminist arseholes? I'm not sure. I don't mean feminists are bad people, I'm kind of a feminist myself, but I'm not a radical feminist. Right, so where's the other one? No, I just realised because I was thinking, there's another bottle that usually appears there, but I missed it right here. They're always hiding behind something, there we go. There we go, I knew there was one up there, I was thinking I must have missed one. Baba, yeah, charmed rich. Charmed rich, charmita. Yeah, this level took me quite a long time for a while, because all the levels felt a lot bigger when I was younger, but nah, they're easier now. Charmed rich, charmed rich. Whoa. And there we go. That should be all the gems, at least I hope. I've got the gem finder if we don't have it. Charmed rich. I'm just wondering if I'll redo my long play at some point to see if I can get it done in faster time in HD. Because I kind of want to do my long play again. Sort of just play this game fun in my own time. And not have to worry about taking my time as well. Yay! 600 at 600. Level complete. Awesome. And because the part of the start level's opened up now, it's very easy just to get to the ending portal. So it's not as tempting to just exit level. There we go. Charmed Ridge complete. That's all the levels, come think of it. Also, that's the Speedway, the Bentley levels, so we can just do the boss now and then Sparks' level. There we are, guys. We are actually progressing very well. So let's just go back to surface again. Very calm evening lake, done already. And actually, she doesn't have any animations when you flame her in the level, Fireworks Factory, but she does when you flame her here. I wonder why they value her so much over Handel. Handel was only ever involved in the side missions of both Scorch and Fireworks Factory in this game, and also she's the one who's helping us back at Evening Lake. Why isn't both her in Handel? And like I said earlier on, how he doesn't have any animations of being hurt in Frozen Altars, but he does here, like, look. He goes, oh! It's weird. Princess Amy doesn't. What's he got to say?
I guess this hunk of junk is supposed to fly. Sure glad I ain't the one getting on.
You are so selfish. Getting me to sacrifice my life in that tank, or whatever it's called, submarine, and now you're not caring about how dodgy this rocket is because I'm the one using it, okay.
Rocket's fueled up and ready to go.
Eugene, the rocket is ready.
The rocket is ready for launch, Spyro.
Rocket is ready for launch.
Hop aboard whenever you want.
Spyro, hop aboard whenever you want. Hop aboard whenever you want. What is Bentley? Gotta say.
Hop aboard, Spyro, and
oh yes, lay me
we
bent.
go where no dragon has gone before. Well, at least not in 1,000 years, at any rate.
In a galaxy far, far away. Okay. Oh, Princess Amy's moving now. Oh, she's got feet. And she's got feet.
Spyro. Don't worry.
Pom-pom Spyro, okay.
Fairy engineering has never failed.
It's just weird how we're getting her on her side now, and she barely even knows us. That's very nice of her. Good Samaritan. Stop wanking. Go take a look. I know it's not actually her wanking, but it's just the glitchiness of the game. Right, Midnight Mountain. I remember this boss. I can't remember what the name of this boss is. It'll say where we're entering in a second, but oh, what does it say? It's got a black bar across the screen, so I can't read it. A monster to end all monsters. There we go. To end all monsters.
And I'm
Oh, this is where we find out that she's putting the dragons in a zoo. Looks like someone smashed a cake on her head, but she forgot to take the thing it sat on off of it. She's so perfectly sane. I want to be one of her friends. I just love how colourful the egg is inside the staff. It's all purple and shiny. It sounds a little bit like Summer Forest in the background. The soundtrack. I need them for a spell. Why do you want to live forever? I mean, you're already old. Being old's lame. I'm only joking. It's a combination of one soundtrack and also the Sunshine's Summer Forest soundtrack. Just stops him wriggling around so much. And Bianca's full on. Yeah. There we go. She's getting her confidence back, babe. It's just funny the sorceress hasn't learned her lesson. She doesn't feel guilty at all. It's like, oh, little brat. Okay, whatever. But the sorceress has finally stood up to her bully. But the sorceress, I mean her psychic. Oh, the other one was so adamant to become a different creature. This one doesn't want it at all. He's like, no, no, Spyro's going to kill me. So yeah, the sorceress is pretty evil. But I don't know, just, well, Reptile's funnier, I suppose, but sorceress is actually more serious. There's nothing really funny about her. Apart from the fact she said, open a zoo.
Our last stand, Spyro. The sorceress plans to use this monster to destroy every iota of her opposition, beginning with
the two of us.
Alas, there is no time for ruminating. A battle awaits us. I will endeavour.
There's no time for ejaculating.
A steady provision of combustible projectiles.
I must give it to you, Bentley. You're actually good at doing an English accent if you're American, because it's very rare I hear Americans that could do a legit English accent. Everyone goes way too posh or sounds way too much like that, but Bentley sounds really English. He actually does do a good English accent. But yep, this boss I used to find really difficult. I would die at this boss over and over before eventually defeating the sorceress, because all these little mini bosses he'd actually throw at me, such as the TNT boxes, and also he threw at this little wee flame creature that used to always keep catching me off guard because I could never escape him very well, because I just found this boss hard, really. But he's, oh yeah, I started off with little life anyway, but little health, sorry, but I should defeat him, no bother. I definitely don't find him as difficult these days, just as long as he doesn't throw too many of those things, and especially the running fireball, which funnily enough we don't see in any level. Is that a scrapped enemy that just sort of snuck into this one? Because they're all recycled enemies that he throws us in this level. But apart from that one, the one that I can't really explain very well. Also, I kind of like how the bosses in the previous game have some sort of introduction, like Crush and Gulp are sidekicks we see regularly throughout the game. Even though they don't speak, they still have some sort of relationship to Reptile when they make legit bosses, but we don't really know anything about these bosses. They're just like, oh, bomb, scary, boss, defeat him. Oh, sugar. Sorry. I hope he doesn't give me too much bother. I'm pretty sure I can nail this if I'm patient. Oh god. Well, luckily it's only throwing at them guys. Dun, 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 dun. It's pretty badass music though. It looks like we're inside of a whale or something. I can't even get a hit into him because he just... Right, I'll try and actually be a bit more punctual because... See, before I even defeat anyone, he's still... Yeah, there we go. There we go. I managed to get a hit in there. Get a hit in there. See, I haven't defeated all the crabs from previous time we went round. There we go. I just have to do that faster so that I get more of a chance to actually hit him. There we go. Right, I'll try not to do it when he's doing his wing fireball thingy attack. Oh, sugar. Throw me down a chicken of some kind! Or beam me up, Scotty! Oh no, not more. I was already shitting a brick trying to escape the last one he is. Oh, there we go. Well, maybe if I hit him this time, he'll throw at a less annoying enemy. Cool. Right, he's halfway down there. I think you only have to hit him once for it to work. You don't have to fire several of those things at him. Ah, sugar, and that never hurt me. Awesome. I really thought it would. Awesome. Oh. Did I just break through that force field? Awesome. No. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no! God, he was so close. Shit. Sorry. God, that face is creepy. And I think that Rhinoc didn't want to become this powerful. He doesn't seem that bothered now. So we didn't see this one transforming. We saw the other ones transforming. Did you think this one was so mighty that they didn't want to spoil this one for us or something? I don't know. But we saw the first, was it a rabbit that transformed into that green blob, which was a spike, I think? I can't remember. And we saw the other one come to life too. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the bosses in this one. I remember the name, like Crush and Gulp, and Spike's the only one I remember from this one. I think one of them's called Scorch. Scorch's Pit, that's the other one. And this one's called Something's Arena, I'm not sure. Oh, sugar. See, when you throw out too many of those, I just can't avoid them very well, and he came out a bit late. Just like I did. So. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so I'm realizing we don't have to fire too many at him at once, because once we've managed to hit him with one, we could just sort of like leg it after hit him, make sure nothing hits us. And why is this level not being fair with me in terms of fodder? I would expect a chicken thrown down by now. I still don't know if I'm using the right word when I say fodder. I know that it's I've only ever heard like American Let's Players call it fodder. I don't know if it's like an American word or is it different in UK. I'll just say little critters or creatures or whatever. He's only got 3 pointy fingers. He's got like a devil's tail. And oh right, is that how I defeat that thing? Do I like fire something at it? Because I noticed that I could have sworn he hit me last time, but he must have got hit by one of my bullets. I'm just gonna try and dodge him. Ah, there we go. He just takes long to actually explode. Ah, I'm dead again. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna keep recording this. It's not gonna take me long if I just do it right. Okay. Whoa. Wow, they're fierce, those bitches, when they actually notice you. Snap, 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 snap. Oh god, I think I'm actually officially scared of the crabs now, since one of my mum's exes actually just had one sitting in her kitchen casually one day when we met. I can't even remember where I came home from. But I came home from somewhere and I just saw a crab walking around my kitchen. I was like, what the hell? And he brought it home for dinner. I'm like, whoa. I mean, he actually brought it home for us to cook. I'm like, I don't want to cook a live crab. Because I'm already a vegetarian at heart as it is. And I do like eat meat, but I can never see it being prepared because I just get so sad. So I'm like, I want to be vegetarian, but I just can't hold on to being one. I know everyone just says it's like the food chain, but I'm like, I can't help it. I mean, how would you feel if someone cut you up to eat you? That's nothing to do with this, so I'm sorry if I'm being all doom and gloom. Oh yeah, look at his abs. Just told me he's got a big pecs. A big pecs, yeah, that totally makes sense. He's got abs. So he's got big boobs, but he's got a tiny little six pack. Oh shit, there's 4 of those dudes. That's not 4 to send it 4. That's not fair to send it 4 of them. I was gonna say that's not 4 to send out fear of them. Please give me what's it called? Oh, brilliant! That's gonna make it so much easier. I don't have to aim at him. It just does it automatically. Awesome. That's much better actually. I didn't know that. Or I probably did but forgot. Because I can never seem to get a good aim on him dead on when he keeps moving all the time. But oh, good. Oh, I thought I could hit him again there. Awesome. Is that a big, that green one? Is it the green boss? Yes. Oh, he's easy. He can't even hurt us other than try and push us into the water. He doesn't go like wah, 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 and he just dies there already. So he's like an easier version of a boss. It's kind of cool how that's one of the things that he throws at us is an actual boss. It's a boss within a boss. Be funny if we actually threw out Scorch, I guess. Who's the second boss that we play against? Scorch's Pit? I'm not sure. But imagine if you threw the second boss as a later point in the boss fight to make it harder. But because you know how each boss fight starts off easy and it becomes a bit more difficult. Imagine if it started off easy because he threw the first boss and now he threw the second boss later on. Yay, he's dead! I remember the animations of him falling here was pretty cool. I know that he's probably not dead because lava never kills anyone, but that doesn't look like lava. It's probably magical lava that does kill him. Where have you been, James? Wow. James Corden. And oh, that background looks a bit like teeth. Like we're inside of like we're inside of a whale. But yeah, maybe that's magic lava that actually does kill people. Because nothing kills anything that's lava related in this game franchise. The escape.
Hi, Bianca. Did you bring
I'm good now, so I have no more need to wear this cloak.
For that, Hunter. We have to stop the sorceress. She's gonna kill all the dragon hatchlings.
Wait a minute. Why should I trust you? This could be another trap.
You're in a cage, you furry numbskull. How can I trap you by letting you out?
You sorceress types are sneaky.
You sorceress types can be sneaky.
I never thought they were going to hurt the dragons.
I never thought we were gonna hurt the dragons.
They're just going to run into an empty area now, according to where how the set is actually made. Because we actually saw the set outside the boundaries level, and oh yeah, Midnight Mountain. That's actually a pretty cool homeworld, but apparently it's actually unfinished. And it's pretty obvious in the PAL version because all the level soundtracks are reused, apart from what's it called? Desert Ruins. But I'm not going to walk it here right now because Bianca's going to talk to us and I'll do that next part. But, oh, sorry, I've already collected the gem, didn't mean to. There's actually an island over in that area, but we'll talk more about that in the next part. But yeah, Midnight Mountain, the only homeworld we can actually get hurt in. Yeah, unless you decide to do some air glitch and go out the boundaries. But yeah, so now we have to go out to evening. Talk English, Stephen, sorry. But we still got to do Starfish Reef, is it? Is that the name of it? Yeah, we still got the Starfish Reef level to do for Sparks back in Evening Lake, and then that's us done in Evening Lake entirely, apart from Agent 9 segment and Fireworks Factory, but we'll do that once we've unlocked him in Midnight Mountain. So we'll do that part as part of my next part. Let's defeat them. So we have plenty of health for Sparks' area. Da 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 doo da da. And there's Zoe.
Princess Amy showed me a place called
Princess
Starfish
Amy!
Reef. She says there's an egg hidden in there. I think Sparks should check it out.
Oh, do you now? The adventure continues. Do not remove the memory card. There's no memory card to remove. It's an emulator, dumbass. Now, I remember this one's also... well... The next two, including this one, are pretty tricky. I mean, there's some of those... well, there's a shell in this one instead of like a box where the... whatever it was, crawdads came out of. There's like a shell that the respawning seals come out of in this level, and I think there's like respawning stars as well. That could be quite annoying because of the angle in which they're arranged at, and wow, I'm not doing myself any favours there, sorry. I went right in, all guns blazing, sorry. I'll try again. At least the gems respawn, sorry. Oh god. Where it was showing me the eggs, I thought that was showing me how much of the X button I've got. Or of the power up, that's it. How much of the X button I've got. What the hell am I about? I like the effects of this feeling like underwater because of the glistening effects on the ground. You can start to see the ripples moving about on the floor, like it's showing waves, the reflection of waves from up above. It definitely feels underwater this level, even though there's nothing that really indicates it apart from the fact we're inside a bubble, and that when we're firing rockets, there's bubbles on the rockets, and the fact that we're defeating fish. But the level doesn't look underwater, apart from the old bubble, and that's it. Whoa. Oh yeah, I just realized I have this now, I can do this. Oh, and they give us little grenades that power up, and I don't think that's a very good one, but... Oh, and the boss in this level multiplies the more you hit him because it's a stingray, but the stingray divides in two after a few hits. So we have to make sure you don't get hit from two angles, because he quite often swims in towards you and it's quite nerve-wracking. Ah! I believe we have to defeat all of them before we can get to the next area. Yeah, I can't get out until I defeat them, guys. Cool. Never else. Now, it's the Bug-Bot factory that I am looking forward to the least, because... although, funnily enough, even though in my long play and a couple of other times, that level had a very hard boss that took me several times to actually eventually defeat, when I was actually playing this game the other week, I actually defeated that boss in one attempt. so hopefully I'm just as lucky this time. Probably won't be, because I'm always unlucky when recording. Oh, sugar. No! I'm out of power-ups. Crap. I could have got that life going, but I'm stupid, so. Yay, I'll pick that up, you little bitch. I like how we've got like double the amount of life that we'd get if we were playing Spyro, because I think he stays green for 2 hits, and then blue for 2 hits, and then yellow for 2 hits. But then I think that's to compensate for the fact that when Sparks is gone this level, we can't exactly play as him, because Spyro's still alive if we lose Sparks, but he's only alive for 1 more hit. Dun, 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 dun. I think we've cleared this level, so we can go in here now. I like how there's a look of jewels on the doors there. There's a rather golden looking mural on the doors of this wall, and whoa! Oh gosh. Yeah, I'll kill this bitch first, because he's making a bit nerve-wracking. God, he's got rather dirt look in his face. He's like, and I just can't get the camera angle right. Okay. There we go. I've gone very low in health. I don't want to be put back too far. I don't know, did we get zapped too long ago? I'm not sure. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, there's a lot of multiplying. There's like germs in this level, and how far back am I getting put? Nah, not that far back. Yep, the enemies and stuff are like germs, they multiply. Yeah, I was never really that keen on the Sparks levels when I was younger. I was alright with the actual levels. I wonder if that's actually why they never made a 4th, because all the new things introduced, people just tend to prefer the older stuff, and the new stuff that introduced didn't work well. I don't know. I liked some of the newer stuff they introduced. I don't like how they lost all the cutscenes though. Like, by lost all cutscenes, I mean, I don't mean that they had them initially but lost them. I mean, like, they just didn't use them in this game. Whereas they had cutscenes at the intro and the end of a level in the previous game. Ah! Stop it. Come on. Oh! How am I supposed to get in? I mean, as soon as I defeated him, another one comes straight out and I can't. Oh, there we go. I must have just timed the angle perfectly. I'm still in the middle of complaining about it when I got it right, so. What's that? Gonna give me a bomb? Well, better than nothing to take care of these guys, but they still divide into 3, so what's the difference? You'd think if we used a more powerful piece of ammunition on it, that it would kill them all in just one go. Oh, I thought that would have destroyed the shell. No! You will never take me alive, literal suckers, because starfishes suck. Oh, and I just realised, yeah, they came from that, so of course they're going to respawn, damn it. Oh, sugar. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. No, 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 no. Cool. Is there any more starfish? No, cool. Just got a gem there. A lot of blue gems this level, so I'm assuming this is a small Sparks level. The next one's annoying, honestly. The bug bots are annoying as hell. Oh, I could really do with an invincibility one. Invincibility? Yeah, invincibility, sorry. So I always get confused with invisible and invincible as I'm saying it, but I do know the difference. But whenever you say words like this in a sentence, it's easy to mistake in it for another word. Oh, there's a lot of red gems in here, so they're probably, I don't know, probably going to level out in quantity. Notice I'm seeing a lot of blue gems in this level though. So yes, this is my favourite power up, the ones that just propel out lots of fireballs at once. Wasn't so keen on the bomb one, and the rocket one's okay. I like the one that splits in 3 directions, that's pretty cool. Whoa. Oh, I just noticed I'm pretty full in health now, so I probably won't need to worry. Did I just top up on a lot of health or something, or did I die recently or get a new life? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't die that recently, but I seem to be doing alright for health. I just said that and got hit straight away. I should really stop saying stuff like this. Oh. I don't know what's about starfish, it looks so tasty, I don't know why. Can you even eat starfish? No, you can't, can you? It's weird, there's like no stingrays in this level, but the stingray's a boss. We got like the starfish and we got like seals, but then we got a stingray as a boss. Which is still convenient, I suppose, because it's a sea creature. Are we at the boss now? Oh no, we're not, sorry. Sugar. I hope we actually get enough health for the boss, because I'm needing it. Because the bosses always have more health than we do. Oh, sugar. those eels. Real eels even make me cringe just because they're slippery and look, they are. I mean, how do you even hold one? I mean, you can actually eat eel, but how do you catch and get hold of one? Because they're just slippery and slimy, and I don't know how on earth to say it without sounding rude, so. Oh. The gold gems look really nice actually in Sparks' level because they look so close up and big. And shiny. They look more metally though than like shimmery and see-through, like gems normally would. Whoa, what are you playing at? My god, I could not get away from him. Okay, we'll try it again. At least I died when we're just at him, okay. God, I was not prepared for that at all. I wish we had some sort of power up to get me a head start right now. Oh, for goodness sake. He's unpredictable, he doesn't just loop the room, he curves inwards as well. And he separates too, so you have to keep an eye on both of them. Not sure what point he separates, I think it's when his health bar is halfway down. I don't know, I just keep, every time I play this level now, I just keep thinking of per, oh, what's his name again? Steve Irwin? The Crocodile Hunter, I think that's his name. I remember, like, he actually, got killed by a stingray, and that was absolutely tragic because, I used to think he was awesome when I was younger. I used to always watch the Crocodile Hunter and that, so. And I was quite sad when he died. I think it's just more the fact how he went as well. It was just tragic. I would hate to go that way. Dun, dun. But I'm being Dimmiglum now. Sorry. This boss is a bitch, and oh my god, look at the evil eyes, red squint eyes with the massive sharp claws or teeth. The tiny little ones too, but they don't feel metal to destroy somehow. They don't make little dun 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 noises when you hit them, like they do. They all sound metal. They all make metal sound effects when you hit them. You hear them. Dun 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 dun. Oh, we've defeated the first one now, so we can just focus on the other. Cool. It's very satisfying to defeat all the other stingrays. They just sort of propel out. Cool. Ahnashon. What the hell kind of name is that? It's clearly a girl name because it's got a pink bow. Because boys are not allowed to wear pink bows. They should wear manly stuff and not dress as girls because I hate people who are gay and transgender. I'm only joking. But, well, I'd be hypocritical if I hate gay people and transgenders because I actually full on support that and I'm gay myself. So, so that was alright. Wasn't too much hassle that level. What did we unlock?
Giant stingray, I thought you were a goner, Sparks.
Well, thanks for having so much faith in me, little bitch.
Showed him. Now the magic from the egg has made you even stronger, so you can take one more hit for
one more
Spyro.
hit. Yeah. Like that's gonna do me a lot of good. Have you seen how often I die in these games? That will mean nothing to me. Yeah, that level wasn't too bad. I just not really keen on the Sparks levels in comparison to some of the others. But sorry for being so doom and gloom to that boss, I'm sorry. But yeah guys, that's us completed Evening Lake for now. We will come back to Evening Lake again after we have defeated the Sorceress, or after we've defeated Agent 9 in order to complete Fireworks Factory. But I'm just going to let the game save here guys, and I will see you when we're playing Midnight Mountain and its levels. Take care, I'll see you later.